really proud to introduce and to empower to help you all build your skills. So we are taking requests. We are now officially the radio station that is taking requests for your skills. So if you are in the Dubb agent, ai.dubb.com, you will notice on the left-hand side, you will notice a skills section. That skills section is a library that we have been building, and we want to continue to build upon it. So with your suggestions, with your feedback, we will help you, we will help the community, and we will generally help the ROI that we're all getting here. So what I would love to invite you all to do is to visit our forum, dubb.com/open mic, and use that as a form for now to put in your suggestions. We can maybe bring you on stage if that's required. That's why we call it open mic. So you can turn your mic on and we can listen, we can understand what your goals are, and then we can develop the skills as a result of this. We are so grateful for all the skills that we've been able to create thus far. Huge shout out to the dozens of people now that have given us feedback on what they want their skills to do. So let's say that you want to create a promotional image for prospects. We can create that. Let's say you want to power up your social channel. We've got that. Let's say that you want to start doing YouTube videos. We can take care of that. Let's say you want to create a drip sequence to have folks to basically nurture folks that come into your pipeline. We can help with that. The list goes on. It's basically an infinite garden of possibilities here. The key, though, is receiving feedback from you all. So if you please fill out that, click on that link. And if you really want to get our attentions, just paste the same information in the chat. And that way we can create a little bit of community and a little bit of collaboration and back and forth. And it sort of just like bumps you to the top of the list by just putting those signals in, because we can continue to hear that information. So fill out the form. Put in your ideas in the chat. Let us know what your goals are. Let us know what you guys need help with, because we can do a lot here. We can help you develop skills. There also is the option to create custom skills, which would be something that it's difficult for us to help you with that because that's in your account. But the skills library is a generally accessible library for all users. And that way you can basically delegate that task to us to build that skill out, okay? So without further ado, I'd like to formally introduce Neri to the group. N-E-R-Y. If you can give Neri a shout out, just put Neri in the comments. N-E-R-Y is how you spell her name. Love to lift her up. She's been an amazing asset for our team. She's built a lot of automations and technology, and she's done some video editing and all sorts of very interesting things. So huge shout out to Neri. N-E-R-Y is how you spell her name. Please put that in the comments. Let's pump her up a little bit. And thank you guys for being the best part about Dubb. You guys, we are listening. We have our big fat Dumbo ears and we are listening. So please continue the conversation, continue the community, and let's continue the conversions, guys. How does that sound?
Ruben, it sounds great. Sounds
Thanks,
great.
Rob.
Yeah. A lot of work by you and the team and everybody building all this stuff out. So it's pretty amazing to see it in action now as far as what's happening. Um, okay. So let's see, Caleb, I'm going to promote you up, buddy. So you're up there. And then I saw a couple ones here in the chat. Brad, let me come over to you. I saw you put a one in there. Let me find you in our list here. Brad, you're more than welcome to turn your mic on if you want to say hello, or you can just say hi in the chat. It's totally up to you. But you can unmute if you want to say hi. Let's see. You should be able to unmute. I think you tried to unmute. You should try it again, Brad. I saw you try. There you go.
How's that?
Yeah, what's going on, Brad?
No, not too much. Glad to be here. Mike
So
Mike Mike Giralli referred me
very cool.
over
It's always
here.
nice to have referrals. What's your what's your industry? What do you do?
Sports technology is kind of one of my businesses, but I'm a forward deployed AI engineer.
Oh, very nice. Well, that's awesome. You'll love the AI section that we talk about. The sports tech. What do you do for sports tech?
We have a wearable device that's kind of a work in progress, but with AI capabilities and opportunities, we're able to build quite a few apps now that we
Yeah.
couldn't before. So we have Athlete Intro, just kind of a recruiting app for high school kids, and then Sports Coach OS, kind
Hmm.
of a 24/7 coach in your pocket for coaches. So
Do they have the is it for high school, college, and pros, or how are you kind of putting it out?
high school and college,
Okay.
probably high school more so than college, but we're trying to make our way into the college side too.
Is there any sports you've had headway in so far? Football, basketball, hockey, soccer?
N
Yeah.
Not one specifically, although cheerleading, we've got a couple of cheerleaders that we're helping get in front of
Okay.
some college coaches. So I thought that was interesting, but it's not as a crowded of a space when you compare it with baseball and
No, I know.
football.
Yeah.
So it
Well, it
makes
might give you,
sense.
yeah, it might give you the opportunity there, though. When you're reaching out to the high schools, how does that typically go? Do you call the high schools, you email, and what's the outreach look like to the high schools?
We're kind of testing the waters a couple different ways. I think the trust factor
Hmm.
is large, and there's so much noise with social media. So we typically try to get to the coaches
Yep.
first, but we're actually trying to start to talk to some of the academic counselors and the
Hmm.
ADs just because they can have another option for their athletes that doesn't create much friction for what they're already doing.
Yeah, I would try to get to the ADs because they have good relationships with the coaches.
Yep.
You'd also do some off-season program stuff. What is the do you have any athletes that are using it right now? Like, have you done any promotional videos or anything like that?
I have not. We do have athletes using it, kind of working, with their parents to try and help get them in front of coaches. So, but we
Okay.
haven't done anything, and that's kind of why I'm here.
You could do two things. I mean, and we're going to show the basics of this in a bit, but Dub Studio is recording, sending videos. Dub Agent is all about the AI that does the doing, as we like to say. So for this right here, you could do something as simple as, are these athletes, are they local to you, Brad? Or are these like not physically where you are? Is it just online?
It's just online. We're really trying to just focus on the state of Colorado,
Okay.
case, for now.
Okay. Because the reason I'm saying is they could record a video of the athlete using it, right? And it has the device. They could send you that video, and then you could put yourself in a little bubble with a screen recording with Dub, and then you could point to the device. Maybe they come in on the arm, or where is the device? Is it on the arm, or where does it usually go?
It goes in one of those sports, I think it's called sports bra, where you kind of it goes in the middle upper back
Okay, got it.
is where you
Got
can
it.
see it.
Okay.
Yep.
So you could do like just something simple like that. The parents could film with their phone or whatever, right? And then you could take that and then do a screen recording. And then in the screen recording, we always talk about hooks. I'll talk about that in a second. You could send that out to the ADs and have a nice short video that kind of explains why this thing is so valuable. Um, the agent part of it, the Dub agent part, you can go do lead gen with the AI, which is not a lot of AIs can't do that. So with Dub agent, you can just say, hey, I want a list of this zip code out in Colorado with these ADs, and it'll give you the list. And then what you can do is put together these videos, send them out first, and then call after. That way they have an asset that's in hand. So when you talk to the schools, you can get through and then actually talk to the AD, and he's already got something tangible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I would think about, do you use AI right now? Do you have an AI? Do you use like a ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude kind of free accounts?
Uh, Claude Code is where I spend most of my time.
Okay. So we always talk about a hook. So for your device, what's the hook? What's the reason the AD is going to want to talk to the coaches, and what's the reason the coach wants the kids to have the device? That's probably the biggest thing you got to lead with. Because you mentioned there's a lot of noise out there. So is it performance based? Is it convenience based? Is it all the above? So one of the things we always talk about is a 3 to 5 word hook to have for these videos. And the AI can create that for you. You can do it with Dub Agent. You can do it with other AI. Say, I need a 3 to 5 word hook about my ICP, the ideal client profile. Once you have that, then you're kind of putting yourself on the right path, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm going to cover this. So if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. We have Ruben here, who's the creator of all things Dub, and Darius, he's the other creator as well. He'll be in a little bit. And then Ina's here from our team as well. So if you have any questions, as I'm kind of walking my way through the basics of both sides of the platform, feel free to drop that in there, and then we'll kind of reconvene on the backside.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Brad. All right. And I think I saw another, I think someone else put a one in there too. Let's see. Holden. Let me come over to you, Holden. Let me find you in our list here. Holden, you're more than welcome to unmute if you'd like to, if you want to say hi. If not, you can say hi in the chat if you're busy on the other side. But I saw that you put mortgage. What's going on, Holden?
Hey there. So yeah,
Good.
so Sorry. Where's?
Oh, there's no camera on this side. If we promote
Yeah.
you to
Okay.
panelist later,
I
it
was
can
like
pop up
looking
later.
for the
But
button
hey, yeah, no, we got a
because we
great
are on a
headshot
video
of you right here,
platform. I'm
though.
like,
Yeah.
ah.
Go
Um.
ahead.
So sorry. What was the question?
Yeah, what brings you our way?
Oh, so I'm trying to incorporate more videos into my emails and kind of explanations and making more evergreen content so I can just send it out when people go through that mortgage process.
So it's ready to go. You have stuff
Right.
recorded, right? I would imagine I would think most of that stuff would be a lot of screen recording stuff. I would kind of picture it yourself in a bubble walking through something, unless it's some kind of explanation of something we can do direct to camera. But I think probably, have you done any screen recordings before?
I have, and I do like the straight to camera just to show that we're human and not AI, you know?
Yeah, yeah, you could bounce back and forth. You could open up with if you wanted to open up with a hook with a whiteboard, which I'll show in a second, which is a kind of hook to start. Like there's something they need to know about a certain part of the process. Then you could start with the first, I don't know, 10, 20 seconds you're talking to camera. And then you could go to a separate clip where you're in a bubble and you're kind of walking through some stuff. So you can do that kind of transition.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And then what do you use for a CRM? Do you have a CRM that you use?
Go high level at the moment.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah, yeah, they're pretty good.
Who hasn't? Yeah.
Yeah, right. And so we actually have a convenient integration inside of GoHighLevel. So we got a little dub button inside there. So when you want to record a video, it's easy to just tap it, boom, you're ready to go. And then you can pop the videos into the workflows that you have. What about in terms of AI? Do you like using chat? You know, Gemini, Claude, Grok? Who do you like to use?
Uh, Chat, Claude, and I'm beginning to use a lot more Notion as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we use Notion for our notes, our support notes, which is pretty cool. Puts them in nice organization. But yeah, for the AI part of it, when I show this here, definitely lead gen stuff, tasks, we're gonna run through that the AI can do, which is pretty amazing. So just pay attention to that part when we jump in there. But I think for you, hooks, webcam open, jump to the screen video, and then the hook is one of the biggest things. You know, why does someone want to click on the video? So I think that's a part I'll talk about in a second as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, good to
Thanks.
meet you, Holden. And let's see, I think we had one more one in there. I think we had one more. Arturo. Let me come over to you, Arturo. Arturo. It looks like there's two devices in here, Arturo. Let's see if we can pop one open here. Arturo, can you hear me okay? Oh, it might be the other one. All right, I'm gonna unmute the other one if you want to try the other device, because it looks like I can't hear you on that one. So Arturo, if you want to unmute the other one, you should be able to go. If not, I see that you're in digital marketing there. So, yeah, just pay attention to the what we're going to cover now in terms of both sides of the platform. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them into the chat. We have our team here to answer whatever you need. So, all right. So let me share my screen here, and here we go. When we think about sales in general, there's two sides of the coin with Dubb. There is the Dubb Studio, which is creating videos, landing pages, buttons, CRM, all that great stuff. And then there's Dubb Agent, which is the AI side of it. The difference with our AI is it does the doing, as we like to say. It does tasks, it does email stuff, CRM, lead gen, all the stuff we're going to show right now. But I want to show two sides of this so you can see what this looks like and then how it all works together. So let me share my screen here, and here is what this looks like. Okay, so this is Dubb Studio. So when you're inside your account here, this is the dashboard right in here. And there is a nice little drop down right over here to the left that will take you right over to Dubb Agent, which is the AI one we were talking about right now. So if you pop this and click this here, it's going to pop you right over to here. And you're able to interact with Dubb Agent right here within the chat, within the web interface. Now, Studio is great because this is all about recording videos. So when we look about videos, what do these things look like? Well, when you send a Dubb Studio video out, someone's going to see a nice animated preview of the first 3 seconds when you hit record. So whatever you're doing with the first 3 seconds when you hit record, that's what's going to be the preview for someone to see. It's going to keep repeating. Now, technically inside the platform, you can change that with editing. There's a little slider you can change to a different part of the video that you like better visually. But to be efficient, when you hit record, those first 3 seconds, that's what someone's going to see. So we really want to make that important because otherwise, what's the point? They're not going to want to click. Now, in this example right here, this is a webcam example. I've recorded it from the webcam. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, Dubb app, Dubbapp, and the Dubb mobile app has a place where you can type a message that you see right here. This is one of the most straightforward ways you can deliver your message to camera. Now, notice it says, "What's your hook?" Well, we need a hook before we can record any of these things. So, how do we get a hook? Well, the biggest thing you can do is go right into the AI tool that you use. You can do it right here with Dubb Agent. Is you want to go in here and say, look, here is my ICP. Here are the people that I'm looking for. Here's the description. Here's what I want them to do. What's the action you want them to take? What kind of value do you want to let them know about, right? And say, once you tell the AI, in this case, Dubb Agent, about your ICP, now I need a 3 to 5 word hook for them to want to click. And I want a list of these 3 to 5 word hooks. The reason we say 3 to 5 words, it's short, it's punchy, it gets right to the point, it's very effective. So when it gives you this list right here, make your way through and see what ones you like, don't like. Give it back to the AI to make the adjustment if you want to be wittier, funnier, a little more FOMO. Once you have your list, then you can record your videos because now you have your why, not only for you, but for them. So this one here with the webcam, just a little bit of movement. I'm just little wave, little point. Doesn't have to be a performance. Just something simple like this has gone a long way over the years. Now you also can do this style from the same webcam. You can drop a screenshot behind you or you can drop a video behind you. Now notice in this example here, I'm not holding up the hook. That's because if you feel strong enough that that screenshot or that video behind you is enough of a hook to want to click, then all you have to do is turn and come right back to camera. Something as simple as that. Whether it's a property in real estate, screenshot of an article you want to talk about, if it's a video showing something related, whatever it is, you're just going to have that behind you. And that's right from the webcam. Now you can do a combination of both of these things. So if you would like the image or the video behind you to be the context, and you want the hook in front to be the hook, that's a nice combination as well, if you want to do that. Now you also have screen recording that we talked about at the top. So this one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. It's like Loom on steroids if you've used Loom before. The Dubb Chrome extension is a browser-based screen recorder. So to get it, just Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to pin it right up here in your browser. And then you can put yourself on top of anything you want to put yourself on top of within your browser. Great for reaching out on LinkedIn. Whatever within your industry that you want to be on top of, you can do that. Now, this example here is real estate related. And notice a couple things. One, I have some annotations pointing right towards my bubble. Two, I'm holding up the whiteboard again. I have my additional hook in there. We know that this is a housing market forecast, but there's been a big change in the forecast because you could send a link and anybody could read the article. But the fact that they're clicking is they want to know your reason. What's the big change? What information are you willing to walk them through? Now, the other thing is look at where I'm placed. I'm placed right next to the title. So you want to think about the size of your bubble, the shape, where you're placed. All of that makes a big difference in terms of someone wanting to click on this thing. It's like a movie trailer before the movie. You see this here and you're going to want to click. And again, this is anything browser based where you want to walk someone through and show someone something. Now we also have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. The desktop app is not beholden to the browser. It can go on top of anything. So if you want to put yourself on top of a document, a deck, a video, whatever you want, this thing can go on top of anything on top of your browser. And it also has the ability to crop around things. So if you want to crop around something specific with the borders, you can do that. If you want to go landscape for YouTube, you can do that. If you want to go vertical for social media in the portrait mode, you can do that. It also records in clips. So if you want to do different clips that you want to merge together into one video, it's able to do that. It also leverages the power of a pre-recorded video. So I could have a video sitting in my video library that I recorded about my pitch, right? What I do, a pitch to a client. I'm not saying their name, but it's a pitch. I can take that, put it inside of a bubble, and put it on top of anything that I want to. So I can record a video one time and use it across multiple prospecting assets, and it will feel like I'm speaking right to them. So the Dubb desktop app, if the Chrome didn't exist, you could live with the Dubb desktop app. But one is browser-based, one goes on top of everything. Just Google Dubb desktop app and download it from Mac or PC. Now you also can record on the mobile Dubb app that we talked about. This style right here is very similar to the webcam style we looked at earlier. So instead of holding up a phone, I mean, technically, if you got two phones, you could set both up and hold up a phone, or you could hold up an iPad. But in this case here, it's easier just to type on the screen. and then just move it to where you want to move it to. Something as simple as this has worked really well over the years. Now, you also can use this on your phone. Swipe down, record, do a screen recording of a video on your phone, put it behind you. Take a screenshot on your phone, put it behind you. Add some text on the screen at the same time. Again, same feel to the webcam you can do right from the mobile when you're on the move. Now, the mobile also has this part right here. This is picture in picture. Fantastic for property walkthroughs in real estate. It almost looks like it was tailor-made for it. So, but if you're not in real estate and you do any kind of local prospecting where you're going out and about to businesses, you could record some cool videos there, send them to the contact email you have, go in there and say, hey, I sent you a video. Oh, yeah, you did. And it's kind of cool for them to see. You also could, if you go to a conference or event, and there's a bunch of people around, grab the phone, go picture in picture, start recording and narrating what's happening. Do it as a social post or do it as a video newsletter. You also can physically sit right in front of your computer and pull up someone's profile or a website, everything we just talked about. Hit record, lean in while you're talking, and now you're making a very dynamic video with you on the screen showing what you're looking at. If you're ever with a person, like a client, happy client, you guys are hanging out, maybe you're getting lunch, they came to the office, and you want to do a quick little video testimonial in person, all you have to do is just record picture in picture. You're in the left, they're in the middle, and you have a nice little combo back and forth that you can show everybody. But the whole idea behind all of these styles is to get someone's attention so they are going to want to click. Less than 5% of the world sends videos like this. They just send links or whatever. This does stand out. That's why it's worked for so many years. Now, when someone clicks here, you did it right. You got the hook. The visual works. Now they're going to go to a customized landing page that we call in Dubb a preset. That's the term for customized landing pages. It's going to have a few things. Your logo over here, the video you recorded in the middle, playlist videos that are going to play right after this video when it's concluded. It's like a seamless run in. It almost feels like the part of the same video. This is great for educational stuff. This is also great for your pitch video. Evergreen, something you can record one time. Why should someone go with you? Your background, your services, your products, right? That can record minute, minute and a half. It'll always play right after. You can have video testimonials in here if you have them. Have that be the last thing someone sees. Someone else's experience works really, really well. Because these initial videos should always be about the promise that you made, and the promise was the hook. So you want to focus on the hook. Get in, get out. I wouldn't go longer than a minute. Have them take an action when you're done. Say, hey, book a time on my calendar below. Do that next thing you want them to do. Be demonstrative about it. Physically point down, very pointed so someone doesn't have to think, what am I doing at the end? And this is the experience up here that's worked really well for folks that have used Dubb. Now, below here, when you told them to take an action, it's about this right here. These are called CTAs, your call to action buttons. This enables someone to do the next thing. Booking in someone's calendar, that's probably the most popular button ever in sales, unless someone's actually clicking purchase. That would be the number one button. You also can download a document, listing agreement, contract, guide. They can fill out a form. You can have a link to an external form. They could visit your website. They could email you back. They could check out a case study if you have those. They could leave you a review. All of them, great options. And if you have multiple buttons, like you see right here, I would put them in order of importance from left to right. What's the number one thing you want them to do so they don't get analysis by paralysis, paralysis by analysis. Now, this button right here, reply with video. This is great for getting video testimonials. So it's convenient for you, it's convenient for the other person. All you need to do is send someone a video and have that button below it, reply with video. Hey, this is Rob. Thanks so much for using the Dubb platform. Would love to share your story with other folks. If you can just hit that reply with video button below, let me know, what have you enjoyed about the platform? Or whatever questions you ask someone, you could have a series of questions, kind of lead them where you want them to go. They send the video back to you. You get a little notification inside the Dubb platform. You got a video reply, and then you make it part of the playlist right here. And this is the experience right here that people get. Now, the last part of it is right over here to the right. This is your AI assistant called Sia, Sales Interactive Assistant. And Sia has been with us for quite a while now. And it's been great because when people land here, they have questions possibly. And if they do, your FAQs are already sitting here ready to go. Or you can interact with the AI immediately. Now, when the AI gives the answer, it's going to want to keep things moving, right? It wants to keep the story going forward, keep the momentum going. Here's your answer. Are you ready to take that next step? In my case, it's booking a time in my calendar. But whatever that next thing you want them to do, that's what it's going to push for. You can create and educate these AIs inside of your Dubb Studio dashboard, and then you can educate them with PDF files that you can upload. Or you can also do individual website link pages where they can physically learn what's the text on those pages, and then it will be ready to go with the knowledge you need them to have on these next steps. They're really effective. You can have an AI that knows just about certain parts of your audience or an all-knowing AI that can answer everything. Now, the last thing about these pages right here, these customized landing page presets, you want to have different pages for different parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate and I worked with all the different breakdowns, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expired, residential, commercial, investment, if I work with all those folks, I want different pages for them. Same thing with mortgage, insurance, coaching, consulting, recruiting. Even the stuff we talked about at the top with, the athletes, different, you got college, high school, pros, whatever all those splits are, right? So when you do a split and you have a page that speaks directly to those folks, they feel like you're talking to them. And the assets on the page and the buttons should reflect that. Now, all of this is also tracked as well. So if you sent a Dubb Studio video to someone, whether it's SMS or email, it's tracked. Did they open it? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the percentage? How much of it did they watch? Did they click on any buttons? Did they interact with the AI? All of it enables you to follow up in a very intelligent way. All of that is with Dubb Studio. Now, you also have a full CRM capability with Dubb Studio. So over here, you can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, you can do deals, you can do tags, you can do bulk sending, email and SMS. You also have automations with our Pro Plus plan here as well. We have two plans on Dubb Studio, Pro and Pro Plus. Pro Plus gives you automated workflows, and Darius, one of the co-founders, the expert on automations, he can help you set those things up. It's pretty amazing. You get that extra attention as well with Pro Plus. So that's the Dubb Studio side of things. Now, we looked at Dubb Agent in the beginning for our hooks, right? We went right over here and said, hey, listen, I need these hooks. And that's what we went in there and asked right in here. What else can you do related to Dubb Studio and Dubb Agent? Well, how are they connected now? Well, that helps getting the hooks, but you also can do something that looks like this. Do me a favor. I recorded a video, and I want you to go find that video, Dubb Agent, because I want to do something with it. So can you go find this video for me? And the great thing about Dubb Studio is when you record a video, there's auto titling. So the first 20 seconds, whatever you're saying, it's going to automatically give it that title in the video library. So you can kind of think about that when you're searching for something. So Dubb Agent can access Dubb Studio, finds the video, and I'm like, you know what? I want you to send this video now. Now, remember, there's some rules to sending, right? We got to have a good hook. There's the subject line right there that it wrote. Let's have a good body in here. Not too long because we want to be able to drop the video in. And make sure we have the animated preview. All of that ready to go. Anytime you tell Dubb Agent to do something, it's going to give you 3 logical next suggestions, which is really big. Every time. Because you might not be thinking about it. Oh, yeah, no, I actually do want to do it. Do I want to start a sequence? Do I want to, maybe have a list of contacts to get this video too? How about tracking the engagement? All of that. So let's see if Dubb Studio actually, Dubb Agent actually did the sending. So we come over here, and this is what the final product would look like. Dubb Agent sent it out. We got a great hook here in the subject line here at the top. We got our copy here, and here is the nice animated preview sent out. So it did what it was supposed to do. Now, when this is sent out to one person or multiple people, I could then ask Dubb Agent, I want to get the activity reporting on that video. Did people watch it? Were they clicking? What's going on with it? Deliver me the activity reporting, please. And it will absolutely do that for you. Now, you also can do this with Dubb Agent. Notice here I said, I want to record a webcam video. What if I'm inside Dubb Agent? I'm like, you know what? I want to record this video really quick. No problem. Here's the link. It gives you the link right here. You click on it, and it opens up your webcam, and you are ready to record. So there is this nice connection between both sides of the platform. Now, outside of that, what else can Dubb Agent do? We know it can send emails, right? Well, also when it comes to emails, it can also clean up your email inbox. So if you get a bunch of junk in there and you want to clean it out, Dubb Agent can do that for you. It also can find missed sales opportunities. If you have anything missing in there that maybe you were working on a project, it kind of slipped through the cracks, you want some low-hanging fruit that maybe is sitting in there, all you have to do is tell Dubb Agent, do me a favor, go back through my email and please find missed sales opportunities. You can use vernacular within your industry, but sales ops has worked pretty good from what we've seen so far. And then it will list it out for you. Hey, this one's really important. You might want to check on this one. And then you can take actions from there because remember, what are the next 3 logical things it wants to do? Now, you also can generate leads. One of the most important things with Dubb Agent that a lot of AIs can't do is generate leads, which is obviously the most important thing in sales. So here we talked about ICP for the 3 to 5 word hook, right? Well, just ICP it here. Who are you looking for? And I wouldn't go a huge list when you're first doing this. 5, 10, 20, start within that range. Go find the people that you're looking for. And then it will give you the list here. And then you say, you know what? Do me a favor. Verify their info. I want to make sure these are good leads, right? Because you don't want to be having leads that are bad that you're reaching out to. So what's safe to send? What is not? It will break it down for you. And then all you have to do is say, add this to my CRM, whether it's the Dubb CRM you're using as a CRM or whatever one you have. We have a lot of integrations with different CRMs. Add it to the CRM. So this nice three-step sequence process of doing the CP, go find me people, does, verify the people, it does, add them into the CRM, it does. And then once it's in there, again, what are the next three logical things you want to do? Now you also can do routines on Dubb Agent. So this is pretty cool. So if you want something done on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, whatever the sequence is, you can have that done. Whether it's a report you want delivered, whether you want your email checked every day, what do you want done as a routine? You can do that with Dubb Agent. You also can do asset creation. So in this case here, this is a real estate example for a CMA, but you could drop a URL in here. So you know what? I want to create a slide deck about this topic here within my industry. So what Dubb Agent will do is put the asset together for you like this, right? Here's the CMA. Now, again, combining both worlds of Dubb Agent and Dubb Studio, we have a great asset created in seconds by Dubb Agent. Now we're going to take a screen recorder, the Dubb desktop app on the Dubb Studio side, and we're going to record a video, personal video, right on top of this asset. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop around this thing perfectly so it's lined up, because again, you have that cropping ability with the Dubb desktop app, which is amazing. I could also go full screen on this if I wanted to. And then I'm going to record just like this. Hey, this is Rob. I want to talk to you about this CMA right here. There's a lot of great info that we've outlined on this page. I want to talk about some of the numbers in here. And once we're done doing that, I really kind of want to walk through just different parts of this for you. So let's check this out. So the whole point is you created an asset very quickly with Dubb Agent. You recorded a video on top of it with Dubb Studio. And then at this point, when you save it into the Dubb Studio platform, you can either send it with a sender that you have, you can send it with the Dubb Studio, or you can have Dubb Agent do personalized sending with the AI as well. So you have a lot of options once that happens. Now, inside the main dashboard in here, the chat area of Dubb Agent, this is where all the action happens, right here. Now, if you do use a microphone, you kind of like talking a lot, this is great right here. Speech to AI refined text. It would look like this. I need a script, 30 seconds and 60 seconds, talking about the power of Dubb Studio, how sending a video just breaks through the noise over just someone trying to send a text message. You know, it's kind of boring. It's kind of seen that before. I need to open with a hook. Yeah, and then I need a CTA at the end. So I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head. It's going to organize my thoughts and then have a much proper prompt that I'm going to be able to send to Dubb Agent, which Dubb Agent probably really appreciates. And then any of the chats that you're having down here, all of your recent chats are right down here to the bottom left, down here. If you want to search, there's a little hourglass in here you can search. So if I put in here webcam, we talked about webcam earlier, I can pop that in there. It'll bring up the related chats to that. So you have access to that. Now, to do the things that we just talked about, how is Dubb Agent able to do the things we just looked at? Well, first, it starts with integrations, which is right over here. So when you click on integrations, it's going to pop you over to this section. We got to give Dubb Agent access to things that we use. So when you scroll down this page here, there's a little section in the middle where you can type what you're looking for right in here. And there's also a favorite section down at the bottom, one of the more popular things that people connect right down here. You can kind of peruse through here and check them out and connect what makes sense. We talked about email, right? You definitely want to connect your email first. Gmail or Outlook, get that connected. What's your calendar link? Get that connected. What about your CRM? Get that connected. Do you use Google Docs or something like that? Get that connected. So start searching for what you want and connect it so Dubb Agent can get in there. Now, if you can't find what you're looking for here, there is a section called, there was a section called custom integrations. I don't know where it went. Anyway, I'll have to get back to you on that. Oh, you know what? Hey, there it is right here. It's much more convenient. So you click on custom, and that's all the custom integrations in here. So these are things that are created that couldn't be found, and they were created by Dubb Agent. So what you can do is go into the main dashboard here, right, the chat area, type in, say, Dubb Agent, do me a favor, create a custom integration for XYZ. It'll start showing the work, how it's creating it. Gotta make sure you read the words, make sure it doesn't need anything else. It'll tell you what it's doing. And then typically it usually needs an API key that you can enter into a certain area that it will want you to enter. And then it will create that custom integration for you, which will be listed in custom integrations. So whether you have the integration right here in the main area that you found and connected, or you had Dubb Agent created it custom, it's all in right here. Now that Dubb Agent has access, now let's give Dubb Agent some skills. This is what we talked about at the top when Ruben was talking about skills. So when you click in here, right across the top, we have a general category and we have industries. The whole idea behind skills is, think about it like a giant switchboard. You're going to flip these switches on, and it's going to give Dubb Agent the power and the go ahead, the green light, to do these things at the highest possible level because of the relationships and power it has on the backside. So when you say yes on these things and you turn them on, it's going to give the skill the green light to do it. Now we know email verification, lead gen, all that's really important. But kind of make your way through here. If you do a lot of blog writing, turn that on. Cold outreach, turn that on. What makes sense for you when you're in here? Do you do a lot of sales script writing? That's important. What about testimonial collection? What about YouTube script writing? Do you do a lot of YouTube videos? So just make your way through here, turn on what makes sense. Then go to your industry, right? If we go to consulting, right? Hey, you know what? Maybe I definitely want to turn on the case study button here. How about an executive summary writer? That sounds pretty important. Okay, how about a status report? That would be big. So just pick your industry, turn on what makes sense. Do it from a general category and do it from a industry category. Now, if there is a custom skill, right? If we click over on custom here, you can create a custom skill in here. Just add skill, give it a title. What do you want the skill to be? And you can save it in here. And if you ever have any suggestions for us, like Ruben said at the top, Nettie from our team is in here. If you want us to create something for the general category library, let us know and we can create that for you. But the whole idea behind integrations is access, and the whole idea behind skills is the skill level and ability to do these things that you wanted to do at the highest level. So now that it has that, now it's ready to rock and roll. Now, also over here, we talked about routines in the left nav. You can see it right over there. When you click on routines, this is something that could be a recurring event, report you want delivered, some information you need. All of it will be delivered on whatever timely basis you want. It can be recurring, can be one time. You could set up emails where things can be forwarded, triggers. All kinds of action can happen when under routines. You just have to, again, go to the main dashboard and tell it what you want it to do. Same thing with memories. So for memories in here, this is where they're listed. These can be internal facing or external facing. It can be related to script writing, structure, strategy, how you want things presented in terms of text or videos or branding. All of that can be a memory. It's all listed in here, but it begins in the chat area. Please make a memory. Now you also have the ability with Dubb Agent down here at the bottom, see the little three dot menu down here, click here, go to your account. When you're in your account here, there is a place to link your phone number. This is really important if you haven't done this already. So just do +1 here, add your phone number, and once that happens, you're going to get an SMS message from Dubb Agent. It's going to say, hey, how can I help you? And you're going to say, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. All right, let me save Dubb Agent to my phone under Dubb Agent or whatever name you want. And then just start interacting, whether you're using voice or you're texting. What do you want Dubb Agent to do? The whole idea of having Dubb Agent, the fact that you can text with Dubb Agent, is because it goes where most of us live all the time in our SMS. So you can have lead gen, calendar bookings, script writing, whatever you're working on, strategy stuff, all of that's possible. We already have some great success stories of folks using this while they're out and about, and things are happening while you're doing other stuff. It's very convenient to do that. So if you haven't linked your phone number yet, that's a pretty cool thing to be able to do. Now, also in terms of support, we have a lot of support in here. So if we go over to support, we have across the top a number you can call 24/7 right here. This 310 number is one of our AI agents that can talk about Dubb Studio or can talk about Dubb Agent. We have the Zoom live training that you're in right now. We have our training videos here. We have documentation over here to the right. This is where we're talking about at the top with Notion. If you click in here, you can go right to the live training log. This is a really nice breakdown of what we've done on all these different meetings. So all you have to do is just click on the one you want, and it gives you a nice little text breakdown in terms of the action that was happening. And because things are updating so quickly, it's good to keep checking in on those. The FAQs at the bottom, you click on one there, opens up just like we saw with the client-facing SIA. Same kind of tech here with this AI, gives you the answer here, and you can interact back and forth. Now, coaching-wise, this is pretty cool. Over here, this drop-down. You select over to Dubb Coaching here, select this here, it's going to open up here, and the team is editing these videos together, and we have a nice little library going of things that we've done. Now, if you want to search for something, you can type in here, type what you're searching for, and then it will bring up it'll open up a separate section of the videos related to that topic. And this is all from our Dubb support channel, which you can see we're going live right now, we're streaming. So all of that is really supportive in terms of in here with Dubb Coaching. Now, as far as usage of the platform, when you're using Dubb AI, right? You're using it a bunch, you're saying what's going on. It's really about understanding from a billing perspective what that looks like. Ruben or Darius or whoever can hear me, where is the billing? If you guys can hear me, all right. Somebody, anybody. It was over here to the left.
You
Anyway,
should
Click
be
on
in
the
the account, the
yeah, click on the three dots.
three dot menu there, billing.
I didn't get the TPS report this morning about this. I'll have to talk to Lumberg about this. Okay, so all right, here we
We'll
go.
talk to you about
So
that on Saturday.
yeah, on Sunday too. Do I have to come in on Sunday?
Oh my
No,
God.
probably. Okay. Who's seen Office Space? Put Office Space in the chat if you've seen it. It's one of the best movies ever. If not, you can leave the Zoom. All right. So 7-day free trial, 25,000 AI credits. Beyond the free trial, it bumps you up when you want to go all in. $50 a month is the entry, $100, $300. You're going to have an idea of what this looks like because down at the bottom, there is a usage section right here. So whenever you chat with Dubb Agent, you're going to have an idea of what this looks like. Because when you click this here, it's going to give you credits and it's going to give you dollars and cents breakdowns. So when you start getting into the flow of what you normally do, you'll have a pretty good idea by the end of 7 days, if you're doing what you normally do on a daily basis, what this thing looks like and what you want on different levels. Now, we also have a case where you can purchase credits, you can change the quantity, you even can do auto top off we have in here. There's a lot of options you have in terms of what you're going to get. There's also different descriptions in terms of different parts of the plan, $50, $100, $300. Because the reason we have a lot of different variety in those things is because if you're looking for any kind of branding on Dubb Agent, you can do that with a different level of pricing within Dubb Agent. If you want to basically have your own AI that you want to sell, right? We have a yellow label option where it could be, example, Ruben AI powered by Dubb. So we have that available on a certain plan. I believe that's our 300 tier plan. So there are different things that you can do depending on what you want to do. What it comes down to is how are you communicating with the AI? What are you telling it to do? And what are the options for that? Does it have access to everything that you use? Does it have access to Dubb Studio? Are you able to know, hey, I want this delivered on a daily basis? Think about things that you want to take off your plate and give it to Dubb Agent so it does it, so you don't have to get mucked up with it because you're doing the stuff that matters, which is actually getting into those meetings and closing those deals. Until Dubb Agent gets to the point where it can start closing deals in the meetings for you, which it could end up heading that way. Not yet, though. So that is the look at both sides of the platform. I think Mr. Darius popped in, I believe. I think I saw him in
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yeah, so everybody, we have some new folks in here, Darius.
Good.
Yeah, so everybody, Darius is the other co-founder of Dubb. He's the creator as well, along with Ruben, and they both know every aspect of the platform. So Darius, over to you.
Right on. Thank you, partner. Go ahead, make me a co-host, somebody, and then
Yep.
I'll jump in here. James, I saw a couple questions, my friend. Welcome. I'll absolutely want to answer those out loud. Rob, if there was any other chat conversations or chat questions that I missed, you could help me take a look at those. Um, Especially new folks, welcome. To our returners, of course, welcome. In these sessions, guys, every single day we like to make ourselves available for expert level of support, right? If we can support you in any way, automation, AI, video marketing, what's it called? James has a really good question about some GoHighLevel integration stuff. If we can answer it for you, please bring your best questions and feature requests, support stuff, all that. Bring it here because we're listening and we're constantly building and supporting to help you guys. So that being said, we also have some curriculum. We like to provide a couple little lessons or strategies, usually some of the latest and greatest of our technology on display. So you guys can see some of those use cases. Of course, you can request something as well. You can say, hey, I want a specific feature or I want to see a use case for, here's my idea, review my video, review my scripts, landing pages, all that stuff. It's like we're part of your team here, guys. We really want it to be like that. So Randy, got your piece there. I will absolutely answer that one. Guys, we always try to answer the Q&A in the chat in order that they're received. Sometimes if it's like a really big, complex thing, we'll say, hold on, just give us a few minutes. We're going to go through the easy ones and then answer yours. But all easy ones so far. So James?
Darius, I got a couple for you, actually,
Oh,
if you want to
okay,
start
okay.
those.
Before James's or?
Yeah, let me see. It's we've got, was James the first one? Let me say Brian actually had one before that.
Okay.
Brian Grossman. But we have a couple new folks, just so you know. Brad is new. We chatted at the top. He's in sports tech. And then Holden is in mortgage. He's new as well. And he's done screen recording before, but we talked about webcam stuff. You want a little more personal kind of feel to it.
Got it.
And then the question was from, oh, go ahead, Darius.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say for new people, sometimes they're like, well, there's such a fire hose of information. I don't know what questions to ask. And so I would say for our new folks, Brad and Holden, the most important thing is making sure that whatever you wanted to accomplish, like you're like, hey, I wanted to send some video emails, I wanted to integrate whatever that is, whatever the goal was. We want to help make sure personally that you accomplish that, whether that's a connection with me, Rob, Ina for Ina's team, one-on-one is available for every single person. Support, setup, training, helping build your landing page, like Rob showed, setting up CRM, literally whatever it is that you think you need help with. All of our team members are experts on all of our technology and can help you accomplish those things. So, what do you think, Brad or Holden? Any specific thing you'd like to accomplish, or that we can help you with outside of here, or just looking to learn? Go ahead, Brad.
I just have one question, and it might be a one-on-one. I spend most of my time in Claude Code.
Yeah.
So is there any recommendation or suggestion on how these kind of could work together? I looked around, I didn't see that there was an API integration, but I'm just kind of curious if there's any suggestions you might have on how I can keep
Yeah.
everything together.
First, absolutely. Yeah. But I'd first ask what sort of integration are you looking to accomplish? I can tell you a number of our clients that have like a Claude Cowork terminal desktop sort of command center situation. What they're usually doing is they're integrating their Dubb.com, their CRM, into their Claude so that it can send out update contacts, everything that our API supports. But the only limit to that is Claude itself doesn't have the skills to use the video technology like the Dubb agent does, because it's a proprietary set of technology, right? It doesn't know how to render the HTML with the thumbnails and the tracking in the body of the emails. So that's one limit that any other AI tool would have with using the Dubb technology or a video technology, right? Is it doesn't, you'd have to share with it some very specific step-by-step instructions. And even then, I don't think it would be available. No, I think it could. I think you could have it write like custom Python script to have it inject the proper HTML. So you could certainly do that. But that's what I've seen people use their existing Claude terminal, Cowork, desktop, command station. I've seen it called like 10 different things. But I've seen them then leverage it that way. Do you currently have a CRM that you are integrating there, like a GHL or something else, or do you have sort of are you using Claude as the CRM?
No, I have a Notion that I started, but I think I'm going to try Dubb's
Yeah.
CRM.
I absolutely recommend a nice traditional sort of CRM. That way you have both the automation, right? Because we talk about this all the time, and I'm glad you're here, and you're definitely on the more advanced side. So everybody else, just give me a little bit. I have some really good curriculum for you and some more questions. I just want to show Brad one thing here, which is we talk all the time about the old way versus the new way. And one of the most powerful things of that is automation, right? Like sequences where the log into mine. Traditional CRMs like a GoHighLevel or HubSpot or Dubb, right, where you can build out your drip sequence. And traditionally, these things are difficult to build, or you need some help. And this is something that Dubb does really well. And then the difference of AI can do this now too, right? You can build an automation in there, but it's just a lot more work to come and measure the individual open rates and click rates and track rates and watch rates, right? And all the stuff that a traditional CRM has, you end up just wasting a lot of tokens trying to rebuild that stuff. So that's why for a lot of people, it makes sense to integrate with an existing traditional system that has, human support that can help you configure whatever, but then your AI can come do all the heavy lifting, right? Putting contacts into workflows, pulling reports from this so that you actually don't have to come and have an AI rebuild all these dashboards. And you don't, as a human, have to come in here and read all this information, right? The AI can extract it all. Claude could do that. Dubb AI, Dubb agent could do that, of course. So I think that's a really good combination.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff, Brad. And if, of course, you need any support or help or with anything, like you come back every single day here and say, hey, I wanted some help doing what you're talking about, like sending the trackable videos through my email templates. I could absolutely help you sort of reverse engineer that, right? We look at the HTML, kind of dissect it, and then figure out how to set it up in whatever workflow you're doing.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Brad. Okay. Holden, any questions, specifics, anything you wanted to take away from today that we can help you accomplish? If your mic is still on working, there you go.
Yeah, not at the moment. It's been great just to sit and listen to all of the different perspectives. So
Yeah,
that's what I
no,
love.
there's a lot. Okay, good. So just fly on the wall at this point. We're gonna see whoever else has questions. Appreciate your guys' time. And again, if we can help in any way, we're always super available. I make myself personally, you can email me, Rob, for feedback. Where our whole leadership, our whole team here is built for support. In the future of AI and everything being a click or a voice prompt away, then I think that's what our role as humans end up being, right? Is how do we facilitate the relationships between people and their tools better? I mean, that's what it's always been, but it's just been a lot more clicking and clacking on keyboards before compared to what the future is going to be. So we're here for it, guys. Okay.
Darius from Brian Grossman.
Yes.
I'm a newbie. Can we talk about video editing? I want to send almost the same message, but edit the name. Hi, Rob. Hi, Heather. Then the same message. So,
Got it. Absolutely. Is Brian still here?
there was another BG. Is
He's
it?
on.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Brian, I have a couple of really, really cool things to talk to you about, my friend, on this. Just to confirm, are we talking about the actually editing the video itself, like some AI sort of stuff? So it says, hey, Brian, hey, John, or something? Or are we talking about editing the email template like this? Here, I'll show you something. Something really cool. And this is what we talk about old school versus the new way. The old school way of personalizing a video at scale, right? Like having one video look as personalized as possible. We did a few things. One of those is this guy. Let me shut that off. Sorry. It's called the personalization text. So we can say like this: video for first dot name. And then that way, every single person that opens this email or message or whatever is going to have their first name on it, right? So this is the old school way of doing personalization at scale, right? Traditional automation. Brian, is your microphone working? I want to make sure you're hearing me here. I see you're with us still, but microphone is off. You can chat if your microphone is not working. I like to have interactive conversation, make sure I'm not talking to no reason for you. Brian,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
think it's
if you
working.
come back, let me know, my friend. I just want to make sure I give you the best answer I possibly can. If you raise a hand or drop something in the chat in the Q&A. But that's one method of personalizing every video at scale without any kind of weird AI stuff, or it's super easy to do as well. So that's one method. The other method, I don't know if Ruben's ready to talk about it today, which is the whole using AI to do video personalization. That is super close. It's like here basically.
Yeah,
So
no, Darius, thanks for saying that. No, we're definitely ready to show that. The requirement there's sort of two phases for this, and just to make sure
yeah,
that everyone has context on this, this is over the course of the last almost 9 years now, when we started to build our technology, people have always asked us, I want to be able to make avatar videos. I want to be able to make an avatar video where there's a face and a bubble over a screen grab, like a screenshot, like someone's website or LinkedIn profile or a real estate, property profile. And, it's always been challenging. It always has had its unique set of challenges, and it's imperfect. It's not perfect. When you watch avatar videos, sometimes you notice there's nuances that make it look not totally real. But we've sort of figured out ways to make it effective where people don't notice some of the imperfections. Like, instead of having a full screen video, it's a face in a bubble on a screenshot. There's less emphasis looking on the person's lips and eyes and intonation, and more focus on looking on the visuals. So if you guys are interested in doing personalized videos and are willing to invest into the AI credits, because this is AI development, please put one in the comments. We'd love to support you. Right, there's sort of two phases for this. Phase one is with our partner HeyGen, where you need to have a basic account on HeyGen, and then you use the Dubb agent to administer the whole thing. Create the avatar image, create the voice, upload the voice, select the voice from the library, provide the script, write the script, upload the script, record the screen video, export the video, upload it to your Dubb account, upload it to YouTube, upload it to wherever you'd like as a social post. It's totally up to you. The technology is here. It is not a free technology. This is a per AI credit technology. If you're willing to spend, up $2 per video, this is the right thing for you. If that is not something you're interested in, and you'd rather just click record, do it yourself, well, then that's totally an option as well. So yeah, I think we should start demoing that. I know that people have asked us. HeyGen requirement, just a basic account, and then we will help you through Dubb Agent. If you go into the skills, you have to create a HeyGen integration, and then we sort of
we got like
improve.
15 more questions too. So if you want to get something ready, you got plenty of time if you wanted to.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that for my curriculum at the end. Thanks, Terry.
Okay, sweet, Ruben. Cool. I was like, I could tell you got some stuff, but you don't, no pressure either, because I didn't mean to call you out.
No, I love it, man. Let's do it. Let's show it. Just give me some time. I'll prepare and we'll present.
Yeah, I got plenty of time here for you. Okay, so questions, guys. I'm gonna start answering these. I have a super fast one from Randy, and then Arturo, James, your GHL stuff. I'm gonna get each of you guys up here. So I started turning on microphones. The only thing I ask is if you have something going on in the background, radio, audio, conversation, whatever, just go ahead and leave your mic muted until I call you up. Randy, just really quick, because your one's super easy. I remember super fast, easy ones, and then deeper ones. Is there a difference between the $25 versus the $50? So yeah, Randy, you were early adopter. You got in when there was a $25 entry plan. There was only a $50 plan for AI for the agent at this point. So that's the only difference, was you were super early adopter. You got in at the ground level at a $25 plan. But Randy, I imagine as soon as you start actually adopting the agent and having it do some heavy lifting for you, you'll probably want to upgrade. And by the way, guys, I recommend using the upgrade versus the top off, right? There's like a 20% difference. So if you find yourself consistently using AI, set up a couple routines, it just immediately makes sense to use subscription versus top off. So that's kind of the difference. You're super early, but no difference in terms of features or functions until you're at the higher tier, Randy. Like if you want to be a reseller, guys, we do have the higher label, fully customized white label. You can be your own AI CEO. We haven't been talking about that enough because we have some people getting started on it. It's still early. But it's ready. So that's the other difference there. There's the highest tier, which is fully kind of label it for yourself and resell it on your own. That's the only difference on the higher tiers, Randy. Make sense?
It does.
And the second part there, auto versus sales agent. Okay, this one is another just really quick one, and then James and then Arturo. I promise you guys some really good answers. So, but you'll probably benefit from this as well, and also the new folks, Brad and Holden. If you guys do not have a super powerful AI chatbot that you can make as many as you want and super easy, that you have humans that can help you make them, then this is what SIA is. And this is Randy's question is, what's the difference between SIA, sales agent, and the auto? So I'm going to share my screen really quick. So every Dubb user has access to SIA, and SIA is your own chat, AI-powered chatbot. And it looks just like this, right? This is SIA, where I can click an FAQ, I can have a chat with it. It's super smart, right? 24/7 answers your questions. It can generate leads. It can book appointments. It can deliver links and stuff. So it can exist on your video pages. It can exist on your websites, on your landing pages as a link in an email, right? So you can have your AI chatbot deployed anywhere you can communicate. And this is how you set it up. So this is very simple, right? Assets, sales assistants. And this is where we would create the sales assistant. You give it a website or websites to memorize, FAQs, those are those buttons, training documents for custom instructions. So you can see it's like a chat GPT, except it's only trained on your stuff, right? It's not going to talk about your competitors or anything else. It's only trained on your stuff. Lead capture built in, direct response to like book appointments. So this is the sales assistant. And you can see it's like a chatbot, but it's specially customized for sales, where it's going to try to move the conversation forward, either capturing leads or booking appointments. That's what sales are about for most people. So that is the sales assistant, and that exists customer facing. And you can have as many as you want, right? You can hit clone here 1,000 times, and I can have a separate chatbot agent for every business website, landing page, social post, you name it. For example, if you're in real estate, you could literally have one SIA for each property. So you have a property here that a video you're sending, and this SIA is trained on the property to answer all the questions on the property, as an example. So that is SIA, right? Those are your chatbots that we can help you build and deploy across your entire business. The other thing is, and it's included, right, in every subscription. The other one, Auto, this is your own internal assistant. So Auto is right here in the dashboard. Auto is your inside assistant that's just meant to assist you with using Dubb. This Auto guys was the precursor to Dubb Agent, right? Before we built Dubb Agent, this was the baby agent where it could write a script for you. It could add a contact, right? It could do a fraction of the stuff that the agent can do. So this was the old version of Dubb Agent, and that legacy kind of still exists inside of Dubb all by itself. And it's still extremely useful, right? You can create contacts, add deals, generate video scripts, etc. But that's the difference here. So if you guys want chatbots, need chatbot help, we got you there as well. If your website's lacking an awesome chatbot, then it's part of Dubb. Randy, all clear on that?
Yeah, as far as just the difference between Dubb AI, I guess, is versus SIA. I wasn't necessarily talking about SIA, but
okay.
as far as with what level of difference, like I went in, I've been using the new Dubb AI to change some of my scripts and that kind of stuff. And versus should I be using Auto, or is there a difference in the level of one? It's going to cost money with the other one, where the other one's in my plan,
right?
But is there a variation on the difference?
Yeah, I would say that first agent is going to be able to do a lot more than Auto can. Auto has very limited, right? It can add a contact, it can add a script. Auto can't go and modify your stuff though, right? It can't read everything. It can just create something for you, but it can't say, hey, go and update my scripts. That's not something Auto would have the ability to do. So there's certain limitations, I think, is the main difference. Yeah, Auto was just one direction only, right? It can take stuff and put it somewhere, but the agent, Dubb Agent, can take things from anywhere and update them and do everything with them as almost a person would. So that's probably.
And I created my first thumbnail the other day, and
nice.
It did a great job on it. So
beautiful. Did you use like the custom skill, or did you just let it go at it?
I went ahead and gave it the information, and then had to change some things where it was changing the people, but it worked out fine and gave me some good stuff. So
and remember, if you find something consistent that you like, they're like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. You can save that, right, as a custom skill. Say, take this conversation. And now use the learnings from this, like in that same chat, right? Go into that and say, use the learnings from this conversation to help me form a custom skill for generating thumbnails that I like. And then it's going to give you a paragraph, and then you're going to add that to your custom skill.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Beautiful, Randy. Thank you. Okay, Arturo and James, I got both you guys here. Some good questions. I'm just trying to figure out. Do we know who was first? I think it might have been James, but I can't tell. James, two parts for you. Arturo, sorry, man. I'm gonna get you here in just a second if you're still around. James, your piece. First, starting with GoHighLevel, right? James, your microphone working?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Welcome, brother. Okay. Your original question about can we swap out the Dubb landing pages for GHL pages and to activate triggers and stuff, and that's kind of where a little limit lies. We do have a really robust integration with GHL in that we can add videos to messages, right? If we're sending emails, text messages, anything going directly to somebody is how we're able to track exactly who's watching. And that's where the Dubb landing page kind of comes in, is when you're sending them an email, there's not an ability to play a video from in the body of an email, right? So that's where our landing pages exclusively come in, is when you're sending a video message to somebody in an email or a text or a DM. And these landing pages are a little bit unique in that this is the only way we can track exactly who's watching, right? Our technology does a little bit of stuff here where we can track exactly who's watching only when it's messaged directly to somebody. And that, I mean, it includes anything through GHL. So your sequences, your bulk emails, anything. However, if we're taking a Dubb video, and every Dubb video also has what's called an embed code, right? Where you can take it and embed it somewhere else on a third-party website or landing page or whatever. In that case, you will still get how many watches, the percentage of the videos, but not specifically who's watching. And that's actually what you need to activate the triggers, right? We need to know that John watched 100% in order for the automation to trigger for John.
Trigger to fire. Yeah.
So in that case, it not on landing pages that people are visiting from externally, but if we're driving traffic to a video page, we can track it there, even if it's anything through GHL. Does that make sense?
It does. It
Right
does.
on. Okay, good. I can tell you're sharp. So okay, what was the second piece here? What else you got?
The second one was you mentioned the integration of the AI platform with video, and I'm just curious what use cases you guys have already played with where you could tell what can you do with AI and video that we may not have considered that you guys are toying around with?
Yeah. Okay. So several things. First, the AI has access to behaviors, right? So anything you've already done, such as sent videos, how much of it did they watch? Or so that's the first thing. It has access to all of your content. So it can help with things like lead scoring or lead identification. Like if they click a button, open an email, do something, then that's the trigger for the AI to say, hey, go send them either this canned video email, a pre-recorded video email or text message, or generate something for them and send them a new custom video email or text message as based upon their activity, right? So those are the things that are probably the most advanced is either analyzing activity and behavior and then customizing messaging and video to deliver accordingly. So this could either mean like you have a set of templates of like most, let's say somebody fills out your form, they download your lead magnet, they book a time but don't show up, right? Whatever some of these bottlenecks in your business are, and as a result of that trigger happening, the agent can say, well, hey, because this happened, now we're going to go send them our you missed your appointment video or whatever that use case is, and that could either be custom generated with AI. That's the piece Ruben's going to show here in a little bit, or it would be a pre-recorded video. And this is also the trade-off we talk about all the time of because AI, even HeyGen, right, Avatar 5 thing is still imperfect, right, for certain use cases. Like if I'm trying to, get you to believe that it's actually me doing a video for you, that's still a little rough, right? But if it's just education, like, hey, here's some information, then that's very, very passable. And we talk about this more every day, and it's going to continue to change. Soon it will be indistinguishable. Once it's indistinguishable, I think all use cases are open, right? Like, hey, it's Darius, and I just want to introduce myself because you're special, you're busy, and you're important to us. And I actually looked you up, right? Like that type of video, when you can tell that that's not fake anymore, then that use case is totally open. But for right now, I think it has the opposite effect, right? If you're trying to trick someone into saying, hey, it's really me, when it's really not. And people are like, they have a radar for AI slop now, right? Like everybody does, because it's like, is that AI written? Is this an AI video? And people lean in much more closely than they did even recently, right? So, but again, soon it will be indistinguishable. So I think, sorry, go ahead.
The thing that you make me think about that I'm sure you guys have already considered is that you're going to now have a data set where you can see what types of videos and content is moving people through the funnel moving them to the next step so that then you can make a recommendation to the creator, to us. This is the next best video to move your customer through the funnel from point A to point B.
Absolutely. And in fact, that's already built in. We have two things. One is your videos are already transcribed, right? And the AI gives you an analysis on every single video. So it's already listening and already keeping score and track. And then it also has reporting, right, on button clicks and conversions on every message. So it already knows what's being said. It already knows what's driving results. So now it's just a matter of building a routine that says every day, every week, whatever, I want you to specifically analyze our outbound videos to see what's driving it, right? Because I mean, it's a matter of just personalizing that thing that you want. Because, for example, a lot of sales teams are going for bookings. So if we want to see what videos are actually driving bookings, then that's the recurring routine, right? Once a day, analyze which videos have driven the most bookings. Let's look at the language. Let's look at the play rates. Let's look at the hooks, and let's extract something meaningful from there and compound that. So
and coach on that. Yeah.
All available today. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, great.
Good stuff, brother. Very cool.
Oh, and man, as from a bald guy, super strong hair game. I'm super jealous.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I started putting the whatever little Rogaine stuff in there a long time ago. I'm like, that's never going to happen. Thanks, brother. All right.
That's funny.
Very good.
Darius, I was gonna mention a couple of notes. For folks that are looking to upgrade their Dubb agent account, one of the services that we are providing is we will custom brand your Dubb agent with your logo and your brand colors and your prompt. It's a really, really cool experience. It's very customized to you. It's like you own your own branded agent, and it's a really nice experience. So if you are looking to upgrade your Dubb agent account, please go to ai.dubb.com. Please click on the upgrade button and let us know, please, in this chat, and we will go ahead and do that for you. It's like a white glove thing that we like to do for folks. And then if you ever want to change it, we'll provide the link for you guys so that you can do it. Another thing that we also like to mention is that if you do want to be the CEO of your own AI company, that is also an option. That's the $300 a month plan, where you can literally brand this and then sell this to customers. Sell this as, your AI, John Smith AI, with your company branded. And this is a really cool way to integrate this into an existing coaching or consulting service, perhaps an agency where you want to have that option as well. So all upgrades get custom branding with your logo, with your colors, with your prompt. Just let us know if you've upgraded your account. We'll take care of that for you. And then if you want to be the CEO of your own AI company and sell an AI company that's basically co-branded with us, of course, we will still offer the support and help people, but it is a great chance for you to have an additional income stream. So just let us know if you're interested in the chat.
I think something, I don't know, sometimes I'm not here for Rob's first part. And I think for our existing like Claude users and stuff, people using AI, the most important thing is, as we're building this, for me personally, is what makes Dubb different, right? Well, I have Claude, I have this, why Dubb? And so that I want to make sure everyone's aware of those skills, right? Rob talks about it, right? Like the email verification, lead gen, the video sending. There's several skills here that we're building, and there's like 10 more in the pipeline that we're building specifically to answer that question, right? Here's what, and then not to mention that, but it does everything that Claude can, right? It has Claude, it has ChatGPT, it has access to all the same technologies. So I think that's something important for people to be aware of, right? They're like, what model do I use? What AI do I use? And I have people paying the $200 max plan on Claude and like wasting a bunch of tokens on doing stuff, and mostly just playing playing. Like, I get it, it's experimentation, but I would say that if you find yourself in that boat, like wasting tokens and time, come sit in these trainings, right? Because it can do everything Claude can. It can do everything ChatGPT can. It can also do a dozen things that none of those other tools can. So it's like if you have one tool and the support, but you can't get human support from Claude, right? You're not going to talk to any humans over at Claude. You're just going to talk to more Claude. So unless you're part of a community or some coaching program or something like that, right? So just a little extra drop for everybody. If you are like, hey, I need help with this AI thing and I'm bouncing between models and have 10 different subscriptions, that's exactly what we're here to help with. You have all the subscriptions in one place, so you have all the features and functions for a lower price and human support with it. So makes sense for most people once they realize that. Okay, back to, I think Arturo's not here, right? I think he had to go. I don't see him. Arturo, if you're here under a different name or something, let me know. Raise a hand. I wanted to make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, keep going. Rich, welcome, buddy. Welcome back. I got your question here. I'm gonna read it out loud. Can the Dubb agent be built for a specific task and then pull from another agent for resources and then flow into another agent for additional follow-up? In our case, some companies or some platforms like to talk about spinning up a lot of agents to do a job. And our platform typically does not work like that. It does one agent to accomplish the jobs, because the majority of our use cases require only one agent, right? Spinning up multiple agents for the vast majority of B2B tasks is wasteful, right? Definitely more work than is necessary, and more token usage than is necessary. So, Rich, I turned your microphone on there. I'm not sure if I 100% understood the use case, but for our thing, it doesn't do that. You could, like, if you're working with one agent and it builds some stuff, you would essentially just copy that conversation and pass it as context over to Dubb AI and say, here's everything that I got from a different agent. Let's start here. So
I'm
that
specifically
go ahead.
looking for like I have 3 listings I just getting on the market. And with my listings, each one I'll go in and register a domain, the address of the property, and then from there I can build the one-page web landing site, which will be
Yeah,
easy out of Vercel. I can actually do that.
right.
And then Vercel said it can push it so that it's visible also within the main real estate group. My
Yes.
questions would be like putting a chat bot on each listing specific to that property with the information about it. But at some point, if that buyer comes in, you want to push them over to a regular buyer flow. Does that
Yeah,
have
okay,
the
okay.
ability to
Got it.
push it to another
That's
agent
okay, got it. I
over the
understand chat
workflow?
agent. Now, yeah, so thank you for confirming that for me, Rich. That makes a lot of sense now. And that absolutely. So we could have the SIA chat agent, right? One specific for the listing. And we use Dubb agent. You say, hey, agent, take my SIA and embed it on this 123 Main Avenue page. So you have your 123 Main Avenue SIA sales agent, the chat agent, embedded on your 123 Main Avenue page. And when that SIA captures a lead, right? It captures them. It's going to add them into your CRM, into Dubb, with whatever tag that we want that says regular buyer or new buyer lead or whatever we want, right? And that puts them into the traditional workflow. So absolutely, yes. And then so I think what we just need help with then, Rich, is the standard operating procedure of, okay, new listing goes live, website goes up. Here's the instruction, because like I haven't tested this personally, right? Because again, website development is we're just building those features out. Embedding SIA onto website, I just have to explore that. It's simple, right? It's an embed code, so I know it could do it, but I haven't tested it yet. So let me just take a note here, because that might even be a custom skill. Embed SIA into web page, using Vercel or whatever, because that's the key there. It's just duplicating a SIA for the property, changing whatever little element, putting the SIA on the page, and then it's ready to go. So yes, the answer to your actual question. The other one, I thought we were orchestrating 3 different, agentic models for one task, and I was like, people talk a lot about it, and it makes sense when you're doing. But anyways, this use case is perfect, Rich. And yes, agents for each listing, funneling right into one general buyer workflow. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't want to do I have to copy the buyer workflow and
No,
email and
not at
everything
all.
all the way through.
Nope.
That's what I was
Yeah.
struggling with.
Here's the actual, I'll give you the visual of that really quick as well. So what it would be is we would have the buyer workflow be triggered by either one or more tags. And the tag that gets added is talked. Oops, I won't enter this, but talked to SIA, right? So it doesn't matter where they talk to SIA. Once they finish talking to SIA, SIA will add the tag to them, and then they will be off into the CRM with that workflow. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Sweet. Good. Thank you, Rich. Excellent question. Okay, let's see here. What else we got? Tony, which plan allows you to have a chatbot for each property? Any plan, Tony, we got you, my friend. Any paid plan, you can have those SIAs. You can hit copy and change out 1 or 2 of those resources on any paid plan there, Tony. So I'm pretty sure you've been with us for quite a while and on at least the pro plan, buddy. We got you. And Tony, if you need help there, just reach out, right? We can spend some time in one of these sessions, whether that's today or another day, or anything else you need. Okay.
What would be the best way to approach an agency that specializes in high dollar properties, 1 million, 2 million up, which in North Carolina is high dollar. I know in California that's a dump, but
yeah, in San Francisco maybe, but it's nice everywhere else. Yeah. No. Okay.
okay.
So you want to approach agencies and say, I'll set up bots for each of your properties?
Well, that I would want to set them up with their own account, but they've got, let's say they got 20 agents with a lot of properties. Is that what's the best plan for them? One for each agent?
I'd say it depends on who we're talking to, Tony. If we're talking to the broker leader that pays for technology for their agents, which I imagine luxury brokerage would, then I would say one for each agent. If we're talking to the broker, which not to point calling one out or whatever, but some brokers are like, well, actually, I want to make a referral commission from the technology I send to my agents, right? Then I would say we would tell him, here we can pitch this to each of your agents separately. So you see, I'd say that's probably the main determining factor is who we're talking to and what their mindset or behavior is, because they're two very different, right? One wants to make commissions off of the agents, one wants to pay for the agent's technology and make commissions off their commissions. So two different approaches, I'd say.
Okay, well, I'll ask him what he wants to do. Thanks.
Yeah, and because we can go either way, right? Exactly. And the other thing, of Tony, you always know if you need our help, me, Rob, Ruben, we'll come show up in our best suit or whatever and deliver a hell of a presentation to help you win any deals like that, right?
You always look great, buddy. And like somebody else said, I'm sick of your hair. So
I appreciate it, my friend. Well, thank you.
I love it.
But same, yeah, we'll absolutely come help you seal a deal or sweeten a deal or whatever that is, right? We'll help back it up with our support. We'll help lead the delivery to help close a deal. So thank you. All right. Rich or Greg, sorry. Greg, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm going to turn your mic on. Here we go. And then anyone else after Greg, you're welcome to drop something into the chat in the Q&A. Anything we can do for you. And then after that, if there's nothing further, we will switch over to some curriculum. I have one or two cool little lessons to drop. And then maybe Ruben has a really cool kind of a one to show for us today. I don't know if it's ready. We'll see. Greg, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Oh, your microphone's not available right now. I don't know what that means. I'm going to read your question out loud, though, and then you can chat with us. Why would Rich go in custom domains when he can take his video? Yeah. So Greg, or Rich, Greg was saying this is like, why spin up a full custom website for the thing when you could just change the Dubb page, right? You could have it say, because as part of the Pro Plus, right, you guys can change even the full custom domain. So it could say video.pricesright.com/1234 Main Avenue. And so that the URL could be fully customized just from Dubb itself, right? So you could take your property. I mean, the only difference there, Greg, is and why Rich is doing it this way is because he wanted a nice website, a full like website for the property. And a website kind of has like a hero message and then maybe a hero image and then some buttons and then some tabs possibly. So that was kind of the difference is Greg. Oh, actually, you were there, Greg, with Rich, and we were doing the website exploration. So yeah, Rich is pushing the boundaries on this ability to generate landing pages and websites with AI. And
what's the SEO? Trying to compete with Zillow, because within the website, like
there you go.
I'm going out tomorrow
Yep.
for each of the 3 listings into the area, like one of them in Scio. So I'll actually go into Scio, do a quick drive and walk around, talk about the town, and that will actually go on to another little. It cost me $1.99 for a year for a web domain, and I can sit there and put Scio Real Estate News, and then from there I can have that landed onto the web page for the home, which goes up to the website.
Okay.
That's all it is. I'm just trying to.
No, it's another.
I want them to see my name wherever they go and end up finding.
No, that's a beautiful benefit, Rich. That's definitely advanced, and I'm proud of you for doing that. And I would say we should all take a page from Rich's book and try to do the hard technical things, right? We all have an expression here. It's easy and fun. It gets done. Generating SEO stuff is not always easy or fun, but he's getting the hard work done. So that was the other benefit is he has a full website, right? That has the actual address, the SEO benefit of having a standalone domain with his stuff connected to it. So there is additional benefit of that. So there are lots of layers, but I also think that to Greg's point is if you're on a technical budget or you're not an AI whiz, like not yet, you can start with a Dubb page. So
yeah, and Darius, I'm back into a good spot now. I was in a bad spot.
Yeah, okay. That's why the mic wasn't there. I was like, I've never seen that from you.
Yeah.
Good.
No, yeah, if you pull, can you pull up my account? Because I just want to share with Rich a just a landing page, because I build landing pages for every single listing.
Yeah, yeah.
And what I see is, the life cycle of a listing. In my market here in Connecticut, I'm lucky to see a house on the market for 2 to 4 weeks, but I'm getting replays because of my playlist. And that integration with having the playlist is just, to me, so much more powerful.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
this
just
one. 100 freaking clicks on this thing. Crazy. So here's
yeah.
one.
And so just walk them through how it's built.
Yeah. So you guys will see first preset, where there's a playlist of videos. Each of these, this is what he was describing, is the old listings keep getting more views, more plays, because as new listings come on, the old listings are here in the playlist. And so people are like, what else is listed here? What else is what else is sold, right? And they're like, oh my God, is this one still available? And you're like, nope, it's sold, but I got something like it. So that's the idea. Is it's like just like YouTube or TikTok, right? Or Facebook, infinite scroll. And they actually outlawed that, guys, recently, right? They're like, Facebook is being sued $1 trillion or some crap because they let infinite scroll happen. And it's poisonous for teenagers' brains, right? And so that's the concept here, is not quite infinite, but it's a much longer scroll. And so if you have someone's attention and they're just paying, if they're here, why wouldn't we continue to get additional views? So this is the one page landing page using Dubb for each listing. So instead of building,
yeah, and then the CTAs, down the buttons down at the bottom, that gives everybody everything that they possibly need.
Beautiful. And by the way, a massive amount of clicks here, right? A massive amount of clicks. So
And they're
definitely working. Yeah.
can there be, using this web page there, the Dubb landing page, because I never thought about that. Can it be where it would pop up if I had like 123 Banana Street, where 123 Banana would pull up the
You're
Dubb
talking
landing
about
page?
indexing
That would be
it.
ideal, because then everything's within Dubb and I don't have to try to pull it back in.
Rich,
and
go ahead.
And I was just going to say that I, for example, I'll take and make in realtor.com, my virtual tour, the virtual tour link is my Dubb landing page.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And then I drop my Dubb landing page in as my virtual landing tour in the unbranded version of the MLS. And then my 3D tour is I do unbranded, branded, and then I do a YouTube link. So I've got all bases covered. But bottom line, that landing page is also a QR code in the house or condo. When a person walks in there, it's going to the Dubb landing page. And if Darius looks at the main on my main account, and you look at the volume of clicks, it's because I'm using those individual landing pages, which is content that's just on that property, because some people don't care about the other properties. I do rotate in anytime something goes under deposit, and I'll rotate in. Unfortunately, the playlist, if I were to edit the playlist, it'll screw up all my old ones. So
it'll change the old ones. Yeah.
But Darius, if you show some of the metrics, now you got it all within Dubb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'll just share your dashboard here really quick. It's pretty sweet. This one, here we go. Wow, 10,000 CTA clicks. And those CTA clicks are things like this, right? Take the tour, get the listing, join the newsletter, schedule a showing. You can see all of which are extremely valuable clicks, right? Those aren't clicks like I clicked a link to just visit a website. It's something of higher intention. So I think that's pretty awesome. 10,000 clicks. Beautiful.
For that,
what's that?
Is there a template where instead of recreating the whole thing, is there a template?
A preset, yeah. So Greg has his preset set up, and that has all of his videos in the playlist and the buttons beneath it. And so that is the way to not recreate those landing pages from scratch every time, is we just build it one time. So like this here, my preset is simpler than his, just has the one testimonial, the one calendar, and success stories. And then if I make changes to it, I can add more videos and more buttons there. So Rich, I think what we would want to build for you is the listing preset, and then it'll have your past listings in the playlist, the same sort of buttons that we saw for Greg's example there. And then we'd have essentially a replicated process.
Thank you.
Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thank you, Greg, as always.
Yep.
Rich, good questions. And Greg for
Greg,
helping.
Greg, I was going to say, thank you for your suggestion yesterday on how you need some real estate, specifically the real estate on the left navigation of the Dubb Agent website.
You saw it got skinnier.
Right.
It got skinnier. We played a trick on Rob because we forgot to tell him that we moved some internal links into the 3 dots. Sorry about that, Rob. But billing settings, those are now in the 3 dots on the bottom menu. And then we took the custom integrations and put that button on the integrations page. So we bought some real estate, and then we can't take the referral widgets out. That's sort of how we keep the lights on around here, because we encourage everyone to go and participate in our growth and earn referral commission. In fact, anyone that has not yet set that up, please go to the left on ai.dubb.com, your Dubb Agent account. Please get your username from our affiliate website. There's a little link in there, and then just put your username in there. You can customize it, and then now you have a way to make another passive income stream. So thank you for the feedback, Greg, and hopefully we bought you enough real estate to see all your recent chats, and let's keep the party going. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, and the only other thing that Darius and I had was the to increase our subscription. If we want, that middle one,
Yeah.
I'd merge it all under the left-hand one. Darius knows.
I agree. I don't, Ruben, did we get something in for that? The change quantity managed subscription thing. I took a screenshot yesterday, but
yeah. We're gonna do some updates. Thanks for that, Greg. I totally agree with you. Good feedback.
Okay,
yeah, just put it all under one.
Right. Manage subscription makes sense.
Yeah.
Add it, delete it, or whatever. Yeah. Good. All right, guys. I have a little bit of curriculum. Ruben, do you want to do your thing today? I mean, I'm ready right now for my piece, but
no, you please go, Darius.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying, do you want enough time to do it today, or should I?
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it today.
Okay.
I just probably need like 20 minutes.
Okay. So I'll break this one up into 2. All right. So this is the training video notes. So guys, before we start the editor, we do multiple birds with one stone, right? I mentioned some curriculum, but what we like to do is package that curriculum into reusable assets, right? It'll be published to YouTube. It'll be put in a playlist and stuff like that. So we take these long form videos. We have either like an Opus Clips or an editor type situation, take the shorter clips out for us. So we kick it off with a training video. In this training video, what if you can, or have you AI powered your Outlook yet? If you're using Outlook and you haven't tried AI automation, I want to show you how simple it can be to enable AI to automatically read, write, and send emails on your behalf, including sending video emails. So check this out. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how you can AI power your Outlook instantly. All that it takes is visiting ai.dubb.com. And you're going to visit this tab, integrations, and you're going to connect your Outlook by typing in the words Outlook. This does require a 365 integration, so you can't have the desktop version. You do need the online version. Once your Outlook is connected right here, that is all that it takes. Now I can come right over here to my chat and I can have Outlook do anything on my behalf, meaning I can say right here, I want you to set up a routine to read my Outlook emails every day and remind me if I miss anything important. I want you to draft follow-ups for anything that I missed in my folder and remind me to send them when I forgot. I also want you to follow up with people that I forgot to follow up with. If I sent any proposals or emails that deserve a reply but weren't, I want you to remind me and draft the follow-ups for those people as well. And I want you to do this every day at 9 a.m. Check. This is all that it takes to instantly AI power your Outlook email. And if you want to send videos, it's also the only AI tool that enables you to do this directly through Outlook. This is through an integration through Dubb.com, the most powerful video email solution built for Outlook. And Dubb agent connects directly to them. So in the same sentence, I could say, also, I want you to include my personal greeting videos to send to all my new prospects. And for everyone I forgot to follow up with, I want you to send my follow-up video. And lastly, for anyone that has sent proposals, I want you to send my testimonial playlist to. Thanks. And so now it can both send video emails, unlike any other email solution, and it can 100% automate this while you're sleeping and doing more important things. So if you want to learn how to AI power or add video to your Outlook, come check out a free trial and training from Dubb Agent. Visit dubb.com or check the link below. Thanks. So anyway, that's the idea of powering your AI into your Outlook or Gmail or any inbox, really. We show it so simply, and the idea is just type one thing. Tony, how about workspace? That's exactly what's up next, my friend. I was going to do that one next. But before I do, Tony, your microphone's still on?
It is now.
Okay, there you go. What's one thing, if anything, in your workspace that you think you would want to automate? Is it chasing people you forgot to follow up with, helping you find stuff you maybe missed? What do you think? If just one thing, if you could pick.
Well, the one thing would be automating it to communicate with a prospect who had filled out a form and just start automating the process. So that would be the one thing.
I love it. Okay, perfect. Okay, training video. What if you could supercharge your Gmail, your workspace, so that it could automatically reply to every single email in your inbox? This means form submissions from online, new product inquiries, new client submissions, anything like that. Your AI is going to be able to instantly read your email, respond on your behalf, and even send video emails. And this is how easy it can be. First, you're going to sign up for a free trial at ai.dubb.com, just like this. Then you're going to visit the integrations tab, and you're going to scroll right down here to the search and type in Gmail. And you're going to click connect. That's it. Once your Gmail is connected to your agent, all you have to do now is use the power of your voice and tell it exactly what you'd like done. For example, I'm going to click here and I'm going to say, I would like to schedule a routine where every morning at 8 a.m., I want you to check my emails for any new product inquiries, any new client submissions. I want you to review those emails. If they filled out a form or sent me a question, I want you to review the form submission and review their question and answer it in my voice on my behalf. I want you to present my booking link to them, bookdubb.com. And I want you to also add this as a reminder to the CRM for me to give them a call as a task. And lastly, I want you to send a video email to them in 3 days if I haven't responded to them myself already. Thank you. Something like that. Right now, of course, the sky is the limit with how you want to customize this task, but the Dubb agent is the only one that will integrate both video and your email and your CRM all in one task. And if you need help with this, come check out the live training or the link in the comments below. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one. Something like that. So same situation, Tony. The reason I asked you your question is I always recommend starting with that, right? I don't recommend starting with, hey, just do every single thing forever in my inbox. I'd say start with that one simple thing. Like you said, a form submission, that's perfect, right? Scan my email for form submissions. Now, and again, Tony, it can get a little bit more technical than this. Is this a Dubb form or what kind of form are we talking about?
It's a jot form
Jot form. Okay.
in this instance.
Yep. Okay. So we could even do one better. Jot form has an ability, just like a Dubb form, when somebody submits a Jot form or a Dubb form, it has the option to send an email, right, to somebody. Hey, the form was submitted. That option right there can also be used for this. Is this worth a separate training video? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. If you're using forms online and you want to automatically respond to every form respondent with a custom AI message all hours of the day, here's how you can do this instantly. First thing you're going to need to do is get a free trial on ai.dubb.com. The second thing you're going to need to do is come over here to routines and you're going to click on email. This is where you're going to generate a custom email address specifically to help you respond to your forms. So the name of this is going to be respond to my form submissions. Now, here is where you're going to actually give it the details of what you want it to do. You say, look at the form submission, and based on their answers, I want you to respond this way. So this is where the custom instructions actually come in. And it's simple. It's just voice to text, right? Use your words to describe what you want your AI to do when the form gets submitted. Create. That's it. Now, what's going to happen? Every single time a form gets submitted, that form submission is going to be sent via email to your agent. And your agent is going to use your entire stack to customize each and every form submission response, sending it right from your email, including videos if you'd like, including landing pages, whatever other technology that you already have set up within the Dubb agent is all in one place and will be sent to your form submissions automatically, as simple as creating this. So that's it. If you need help automating your form responses with AI, come check out a free trial and free training link in the comments or somewhere around this video. Okay. Good. Excellent question as well. And that's exactly it, Tony. You take your drop form, the final submission where that submission is being sent, and you set up that email trigger. And so right now, Tony, I think your next rule or your next step is just spelling out what do you actually want to happen based on that form submission. Like if they say yes to this question, but no to this question, or put this amount on this answer, right? Now we just need that. How if you it's all in your brain, right? If you were looking at the answers, you'd know exactly what to say. Now we just need to get that out of your brain onto paper, and then or onto digital, right? Into a document. And then once it's there, the AI will know exactly how to respond to every single form submission.
With a jot form, would it be able to put a tag on it as it is with a Dubb form?
Not directly. I think that one would require what I just showed you, the Dubb agent workaround. So like if you had that form submission trigger to the Dubb agent, like I just showed, then your instructions for the Dubb agent would be add this person with a tag to my Dubb CRM. Then absolutely it would. But by itself, no, I don't, because Jotform isn't a CRM by itself. So it doesn't do tagging on its own, right? So it either needs another system like a Zapier or a system to actually add the tag like a Dubb or a HubSpot. And then Zapier could do that automatically. But those days are the old ways, and Dubb Agent could absolutely do 100% of that. So
well, presumably I could use a Dubb form
yeah,
to collect that
exactly.
information.
Dubb form would be the exact, and you'd actually be able to skip the step of the thing too, because Dubb form submission automatically goes to the CRM with the tag and do an automation potentially. So yes, either way.
Yeah, I'm 80, but I still love skipping. So let's do it.
Good. All right. So Tony, just help me with that. What happens when they submit the form if we want to personalize it, right? Because there's two options there. When somebody submits a form, it's either traditional automation that says, hey, thanks for your submission. Here's your next steps. And it's generic. Or it's, hey, thanks for your submission. I reviewed your answers, and here's the custom stuff based on the answers you gave. Those are the two options, right? One is AI, the new way. One is the non-AI and the traditional way.
Well, we could get crazy with this. I'm collecting information from practitioners, and I only want to deal with the ones who have a verifiable NPI. So could the agent, I assume it could, go out to the NPI registry, verify that the number is associated with the person who's putting in the form?
As long as the NPI registration, where the registration and the number, the identity is visible to it, like the agent can't get past a login on its own, right?
It's a public site.
Yeah, okay. So if it's public site, and let's say even this, just go in there and screenshot or export the information. That way you're not asking the agent to come find something and make a mistake. I would just say that that's a way to 100% certain do what you're talking about. If you export that information or give it a screenshot of that information, that's 100%. If we're asking to go to the site, if it doesn't require a login, if it just, you can just go to the website and the information's there, I'd feel very confident about it. But if it's behind a login, I would not, and I would say you got to give it the screenshot or the.
It's a government site. It's wide open.
So if it's wide open, then the AI should be able to do it. But even then, I would still take the export. Like if I can export it, I'd do that. Or if I could screenshot, if it's like massive database of thousands, then I would just have the agent use what's publicly available. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's massive. It's every person that has a NPI.
Tony, I would say do one first, right? Before we set up a routine, I would say, here's this number, here's the website. Can you confirm this is real? And just make sure that it has that path before we built a routine on it, right?
Okay, thank you. Perfect.
Yes, sir. All right. A couple more.
Yeah, hello, you guys. First of all, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Darius here. You guys, some people juggle chainsaws. Darius is people are throwing chainsaws at him, and then he's figuring out ways to juggle the chainsaws and then give flowers back to people. It's amazing, Darius. Huge shout out to you. Like, it's crazy what you can do and the speed that you do it in, and you do it with grace and you do it with empathy, and it's awesome. Huge shout out for Darius. Throw the word Darius the Great, Darius the Great in the comments below.
Cool.
We have this thing where if someone's been talking for more than like 30 minutes, we're like, give this guy a break. Like, come in and say something, do a joke. But the most important thing is to give gratitude, and that is in order. So Darius the Great, appreciate you, Darius.
Right on.
DS for life, the Oracle. Awesome.
Appreciate you guys. God bless you. Okay. Well, I got a little bit more, and Ruben, I think if you're wanting to come up here, I think
yes,
time. So
yes, I'm ready. I am ready and able and willing.
All right. Well, let me get this last piece here, and then I think we will have just the perfect spot.
Okay, perfect.
Ilya, I think it is right. Here,
okay.
Let me make sure your microphone's on there, and then is that you? Yeah, is your microphone on? Sophia, you want to turn your mic on? And if not, that's okay. I can use your chat there. I just wanted to give you a chance. Your question was, I'd like to know more about connecting with people that you forgot about. Okay, I love that. Okay. So Sophia, are you a Gmail or Outlook user? If you want to chat with me here, if your microphone's not working, you can use the chat. And then if it's still not working for you, then we should get you into a one-on-one here and show you. And again, no pressure. It's just for support. But Sophia, if I don't hear your mic or see your chat thing, then we'll move on to Ruben's. But absolutely, I got your note, and that's something that's my favorite thing, right? Follow up with people that I forgot. Most of my emails are so complex that I can't have AI answer them because I need to record my screen and show something, But for those opportunities, I forgot to follow up with somebody. AI is really good at that. Like, hey, I sent the demo. I did the demo. I sent the recap, and I'm like, let me know the team's thoughts. That's a perfect thing for AI to, hey, you forgot to. There you go. You're on now. Can we hear you? Your microphone's on, but I don't know if we can. I think your microphone might not be working.
Hello. Are you talking?
Hello.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I've been in and out, so I may have missed a few things. I'm still working and making phone calls over here. But yeah, you mentioned that as a suggestion on I love to connect with people, follow up is the business, and I'd like to dig those people out of the email list and everywhere and say, okay, how can I connect with them?
I love that. Are you Outlook or Gmail?
Gmail.
Okay. And so that's exactly what I think we should do first. Sophia, did you sign up for the agent yet? Free trial or otherwise?
Well, I've been a Dubb member for some time now. I cannot say exactly which one I have. I'm actually logged in now.
Oh, okay. So you're probably a Dubb.com user then for some time then, right? Like this guy right here, this screen. Does this look familiar?
I believe so. How could I find out? I'm in
look you up right now on the back end here. 1 second.
Okay.
My guess is you said you've been with us for a while, so I'm assuming it's the original system.
Yes, and that I think that was it. And so I was recognizing all the new things
yeah.
that you guys have added, and I was like, oh, I've been sleeping on you guys. I got to get back
Don't do
into the
that.
group thing. So
Yeah, okay. So I've confirmed that you do have the pro on Dubb, so that's a perfect start. We do have this new one though, the agent thing, and that's the one that actually comes into your emails and finds the stuff for you. So what I would encourage you to do is I'm going to put a little link in the chat. Actually, no, you don't need to do that. You just log into the Dubb account. Just go to dubb.com, dubb.com.
I'm in the subscription section.
Perfect. Okay, so then from there, you just have to do this. Click, if you can see my screen, you see this little drop down? Click right there and click over to agent. And then that's going to open the new agent portal.
Oh, okay.
All right. And on the agent portal, click right here on integrations. And then just come down, or actually you should see the search. Your search is probably near the top. And then just type in the word, sorry, you said Gmail. Sorry, Gmail. And then you'll see a little connect button there.
Okay, yes, I do see it.
And then click connect, and then it'll open with a little pop-up. And make sure you're allowing permissions. So just pay attention. There's a couple little, sometimes a checkbox appears that says check this box to give permission. Sometimes it doesn't have a checkbox. So make sure after you click continue, there's a little a pop-up appears that says connecting Gmail pipe dream to Dubb or something, right?
Yes, I do see it.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yes, I do see it. So I kind of was following you, but I saw a little blur. So is from what I have, is the Dubb agent an upgraded price?
It is, yeah. Dubb agent is separate from regular Dubb. We do have a completely free trial though. So I'd say use the credits first to see if it's something you're like, hey, no, this is absolutely worth whatever it is to me and how much you're going to use it. Because it's unlike regular Dubb, the original Dubb Studio, it's just one price for unlimited, right? For how many videos. But for the agent, because it's that's how we pay for. We have to. It's every token, right? Every action costs something. So that's how the agent billing is just different. There's a subscription amount, but yeah, that's what I say. Use the tokens, set this first thing up, and then if you're finding like, hey, I want to do 10 more things, or this, that's definitely a place to start though. So your Gmail is connected.
Yeah, let me go ahead and connect it. I just wanted to make sure before I.
Right. I mean, at this point, you won't be charged anything. It's just it's part of the free. So, like I said, let us prove the value to you, and then you'll be like, wow, this was absolutely. I found a deal that closed me this much, and then it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
that's the prompt for you. Okay.
Okay. It's connecting now.
Okay. And then I'm gonna help you with this prompt.
Okay, I think it's connected. Yes.
Okay. So yours specifically is you wanted to find missed opportunities, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to, and would you like to start with 30 days or 60 days or 90 days? What do you think?
For
missed opportunities. Like, do you want to go back through 30 days worth of stuff or 60 days or 90 days worth of?
I'd like to go 90 days as far as I can go.
We can probably go more than that, but I'd say let's start with 90. So I want you to go through the last 90 days. I'm just typing this up and I'll put it in the chat. I want you to go through 90 days.
And Darius, you can share your screen.
Okay, yeah. And sometimes I like to use the voice. Sometimes I like to type when if I'm thinking more than I'm typing, I like to type. If I already know exactly what I'm going to say, I just use the voice. But I'd say I want you to go through the last 90 days of my emails using my Gmail that is connected here. I want specifically to find opportunities, spelling errors are okay, where I should have followed up with someone. Meaning, if I sent an email that sounds like it should have been responded to, I want you to flag this email. And now this is my other question for you is, do you use labels or anything in Gmail? Like, do you want a specific label that says important or something like that?
I do sometimes, but not too often. I realize I get a lot of things like subscriptions and builder information, so it kind of gets lost in there.
Okay. So here, I'm just gonna, you can play with this and of course customize it. I'm just gonna add some of my suggestion here, and then of course do with the final piece that you want. But you also said also want to remove. You said solicitations, right? You don't want those?
Right, yeah. Or at least put them in like a, is there a way to put them in a different section? I'd like to see them, but not in my forefront, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so this is where we're starting, right? I want you to review the last 90 days of my emails using the Gmail that's connected. I want you to specifically find the opportunities where I should have followed up with somebody, right? If I sent an email that sounds like I should have gotten a response, I want you to flag those emails and I want you to add them to a label that says AI important, right? Because I think some people already have a label that says important. So it'll say AI important. And then I also want you to remove solicitations, putting them into the solicitations folder. Label, I should say, sorry, label. So now, of course, you can change the titles of these things. You can change this, or you could say, I don't want a label. I want to use a star. I want to star them instead, right? Or I can take it a step further. Oops, let me stop that. Well, anyways, it's going to run. But what I would say is take it a step further, meaning the step further would be to, I also want you to draft the follow-up messages for those people who didn't respond. And that way, I will approve the drafts to send. That way, you don't even actually have to come in and write the responses, right? It's going to have some suggestion for you based on your voice, and you just say approve and send. So this is nice. Somewhere that I would typically start with. And so tomorrow, right, or this is probably going to take a couple of minutes. It's not going to take very long to scan this stuff once the connection is made. It's going to give you an output, which is going to create those two labels. It's probably going to ask a question first, like, no, it's just running. This one just ran. So it might just run. It might ask a clarifying question first. But I'll put that in the chat for you right now. And then you can, of course, polish it just a little bit if you want, make it your own. But otherwise, you could just let it run exactly like that. And it would be able to find something really helpful for you.
Okay, that's awesome. I'll definitely do that. It was a little bit hard to see the typing on the screen, so I'll pull it from the chat and then
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, it was definitely there, but sorry, it was harder to see on the screen because the window, but the whole thing is in chat.
Yes, awesome. And then I'm sorry, I've been in and out, but I had another question, which is a big one, is can I use this program in order to preset hellos, like happy anniversary, happy birthday, and then also have my video there as well?
Absolutely. And in fact, another beautiful question, because we talk about this. Ruben, I don't mean to keep you paused here. I'm just like, it's a really good question.
No, you're good. This is so important. Sophelia, thank you so much for this. I mean, we need to get you a one-on-one demo. That like the questions that you're asking are spot on. So we want to support you.
Right. I'm going to show you the answers, and then I want to make sure you have the support to do either one of these things, if you need it, of course. So, okay. Training video. We had such a beautiful question from a client. It's like, hey, I need to set up automatic birthday, anniversary reminders, things like that for my clients. I want to put videos and say, hey, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy holidays. And I want those things to go out automatically at the important milestones and dates that exist, right? I don't want to have to be a technical wizard to set that stuff up. So I have really good news for you. There's both the old way or the traditional way and the new way of doing this. And in this very short training video, I'm going to show you how to do both. The good news is Dubb Studio, Dubb.com has this feature, this function built specifically into it. It's a very special type of automation that is based off of dates. That is called the date-based automation, right? If they have a birthday, an anniversary, any important milestone, this can be a fully traditional automation. So that means I can create one birthday workflow, and whenever their birthday is reached, it's going to trigger this workflow and send them my birthday greeting video, email, or text message. So this is what we call the traditional way, because this type of technology has existed for some time. However, there's the new way of doing these things, which is, I would say, a heck of a lot easier. And it looks like this, where you would go into your agent and you would click a new chat, and I would upload one CSV file that has the dates of important dates for my clients. That's it. And I would click this button. I want you to create a routine to send my birthday video, my happy holiday video, my New Year's videos to all the clients in the CSV file that I'm uploading at those appropriate dates. So this means a bulk email to all contacts for the big holidays and individual emails containing the birthday and anniversary videos for the individual holidays. All the dates are in the CSV file. Go ahead and make one recurring routine to take care of all these dates right now. Thank you. So the old way of doing these things, we spent so much time building this technology to have these really cool birthday sort of anniversary based automations, all to have it reduced to something as simple as a conversation now. So both of those ways exist. And if you need help with either one, we got you covered.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. I love the simplicity.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. When you get something new, you have to kind of dive into it and learn it. But the simplicity of this to use it like chat works nicely.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, the old way of doing that took not only so much time to build, but to even set that up with somebody. I'm like, okay, we need the data, we need the birthdays, we need the stuff, and then we need your CSV file, and then we have to come build automations, right? And that like is like expert level stuff compared to just using your voice. So it's groundbreaking, I would say, is a fitting word.
Awesome. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and then I just sent you your one-on-one demo team, your demo link.
Okay.
So if you click on that, link, you'll be able to book a time with our team, and we'll get you set up on Studio, on Agent, record your videos. She's been in
Studio for a long time. She's good. She's good. She needs Agent though. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll get you the one-on-one demo for Agent.
If you bring specifics, that's better, right? Like if you tell us those two workflows, I think the Gmail one is going to run right now. But if you want help with the birthday thing, or I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But if you do need support with anything, we absolutely want to give you the help there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, John.
And it was such a good question because there's no better time to reach out to someone on a specific event. So I really appreciate the demo that Darius just did. Mark, to answer your question, if you are using a CRM, there is going to be a notes section in your CRM. That is a basic requirement for a CRM. The Dubb CRM has it, GoHighLevel has it, HubSpot has it, whatever it is that you're using probably has a notes section. So what you should do is to connect your Dubb agent to your CRM. If you're using the Dubb CRM, great. And then all you have to do is just say, add a note with this birthday. You can do it the technical ways, which is adding a custom field. But the problem is that what if your custom fields run out? There's anniversary, there's birthday, there's kids' graduation. That list starts to keep growing. So what I like to do is just add a quick little note and then make a memory or just have a scheduled task or routine, as we call it, go and do that work for me.
So yeah, all those would work actually, right? Mark, you could have a CSV file that has a birthday column, right? Or a first home purchase anniversary column. That's the traditional way. Or it could be the old school or the new way, which is just like it's all in notes. And the AI just reads all the notes and looks at stuff there. A little bit messier, but it doesn't matter, right? The AI is really smart. So Mark, either way, custom properties or notes, both exist inside of Dubb. Okay. Wait. Reggie, really quick. Reggie, you and I have a thing. Actually, I think Ruben's on that one too. One more. We're going to kick off Reggie's custom branding.
Oh, nice. And then Reggie, I haven't forgotten about the website that we're building. So we did some things yesterday. We should do a check-in on that and just
we have one on the books today.
Yeah, the DNS propagation. That's the key here.
Yeah, I just got an email from the people that built the website, and those boneheads put everything back to the original settings. So I need to get a hold of them today and let them know what's going on and put it back. And
when you say the original settings, you're referring to the
they just put it back to the GHL.
Oh, what you're referring to is the A name record in the DNS settings.
Yep, all that stuff that we did yesterday.
So just disclose what's. Yeah, that makes sense. They're like, the website went down. What's wrong?
They're like, what did you guys do? We fixed it.
Yeah. So I would just full disclosure them on what's going on and let them know the news. They'll understand.
Oh yeah, but we're still going to make that move today.
Yeah. Good. No, it's looking great. Your website looks great.
And we're on the calendar. But do Reginald, let them know they got to make that switch back. and then that thing can take time to propagate, right? It takes a one or two bits sometimes, but let's get them switch back ASAP, because otherwise we're just in wait mode for the DNS propagation.
Yes.
Yep, I'll take care of that today.
Right on, brother. Okay. All right.
And I'll see you guys at 7.
Yes, yes.
The only thing that I'm thinking though is Reginald, is should we wait for that propagation time to happen? Are you meeting for other things, Darius?
Well, yeah. We have other stuff to meet on no matter what, right? The rest of the funnel and things.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think for website stuff, I just let me know, Reginald. Get a hold of that team. Let us know that they've switched the pointing directions back, and that's pending, because we just need to know it's pending, because otherwise we're like waiting for nothing. So
okay.
Yep, I'll take care of it today.
Right on, brother. Good. Okay. I think, is that everything? Did I wait, Mark? When you created the general CMA memory, did you write out what you wanted memory to do in the skill box and then ask Dubb AI? Mark Swanson, specifically for CMA stuff. If we're talking about it's a custom skill, right? There's our skill, which is a very simple one. It's the 1-page visual PDF CMA. If you have created, and I know we already talked about this, Mark, you had the whole interview piece. You have a much more robust version of a CMA.
Correct. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, did you, like what you created yesterday for the general CMA, did you go through and tell it in the skill box all that you wanted, and then tell Dubb AI to create a memory for that based on what you put in the skill box?
No, yes. Yeah, so skill
the Oracle just do the code, basically.
No, I got So yeah, the same way we program our skills here, guys, you can do now as well. That's what the custom skill creator is. So when you're creating your custom skill, you're going to describe it, that procedure and process and stuff. So we were talking about this yesterday, the difference between memories and skills, right? Memory is, hey, remember these things. Remember, this is how I like things, my favorite color, whatever. And then the skill is, here's the step-by-step for how I want you to perform this CMA.
Okay.
First, you're going to ask me these questions. Then you're going to do this. Then you're going to do that. So, and that part you showed me, you have a document that has the questions from the seller, but then it has the other components. So that would be fully a custom skill. And then that's where you would create that piece for yourself. I think before had 10, 20 memories created for his custom skill. And when we created the custom skill feature, is he was able to consolidate 20 separate memories into one single custom skill.
Why don't you just roll that into my skill set?
we got you.
I'll toss out.
I'll send him a thank you.
Greg, we need your stuff.
I'll toss in the if you have your logo, your your brand hex codes, put those into memories, because now it's universal for any project that you want to do in Dubb AI. But when I say the words, we're going to create a new CMA, it's code word to fire that skill. The skill fires, and all of those 20 memories now are locked down, and I'm able to repeat and get, if I go to McDonald's in California and I go to McDonald's in Connecticut and order a fillet of fish, it's the same thing. Perfect. So that's what we want: repeatability and quality.
2 squirts of ketchup and 2 pickles.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you as always.
Little bit of everything, but you also, Mark, we have an email going on from this as well. We can finish that conversation, but I think that's what we're moving towards, is a custom skill that says, hey, look at all my memories to create this CMA skill. But custom skill is the way for you. Yeah. Don't use our off the shelf one, unless, because you've already gone down the path of your own CMA. So it'd be a custom.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but actually, Darius, before you close, tie the knot on that one, the key thing Ruben and I did was we undid, like, the skills that didn't relate to CMA.
Yeah.
I unchecked all of those.
Yes.
And then what I did was, then I told it to go into my memories, because then it was only CMA memories, those 20, because I had 22 or 23 memories. I unchecked the 3 that didn't relate. Then it pulled them all in. And you do have to finesse it
Right. Yeah. Again, the setup is the nuance, like training a new employee, right? Here's all my stuff. Here's the thing. Here's the operating procedures. They get it wrong the first 3 times, and then they're like, okay, we're good. And then you can trust them after that. So, all right. Thank you, Greg. Thanks, everybody. Okay, Ruben, I think we're ready for this really cool thing if you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. So just wanted to check in with everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live training on how to create avatar videos. But it's not just how to create those face avatar videos that sometimes make us feel a little uncomfortable. You know, we call that uncanny valley, where the eyes are a little strange, maybe the teeth are a little bizarre, maybe the eyelids are kind of, you know, a little cranked a little bit to the left. You know what I'm talking about. What we're going to do is figure out ways to make avatar videos that actually convert. I just wanted to do a check-in with the audience. Is everyone okay? Is anyone confused? Does anyone feel like they're in the absolute wrong room? Does anyone feel like they're in the right room? We'd love to get some feedback. Give me a 1 in the comments, please, below. If you like this content, if you want to hear what I have to say about avatar videos, it really pumps us up to get comments, because we know that you guys are listening and that we have an audience, and it's sort of a proof of life thing. So thank you guys so much. Does anyone have any specific questions? Greg, Mark, Rich, Ophelia, Tony, Caleb, Dave, Don, Hal, Daphne, Stephanie, if you guys have any questions, you guys come first. This is our curriculum content. We always like to do this every single day. So thank you guys for joining. Darius, am I good to go?
Ready to roll.
All right, here we go. So in this video training, I am going to show you guys how to create avatar videos that convert. Now, the first thing that I'd like to do is I'd like to present the idea of why avatar videos can be your absolute worst enemy. Avatar videos, as we know them, as of today, they're not perfect. There's something that we experience called uncanny valley, which is we hear something that's odd, we see something that's odd, and something just looks a little bizarre to us, and then we feel that gloomy, kind of zombie-ish feeling inside. We call that uncanny valley, because it's a valley in the believability of the content that we're watching. So we're believing it, and then there's a huge drop in our authenticity, in our believability, and then we just move away from source and connection and all the things that make us a human being, okay? So avatar videos are not broken, though. There is absolutely good applications for avatar videos. Now, a lot of people say to us, they say, listen, I'm busy, I'm not great on camera, I'd love to have my AI just go ahead and develop avatar videos so that I can make personalized videos for my prospects. So they're gonna be like, hey, Darius, it's Ruben, how are you? I just wanted to check in, here's what we're offering. Love to get you in a booking, right? And people ask that to us all the time. The fact of the matter is that we don't know if that type of video is going to get you the results that you want. It sounds good in theory. It's the problem is the technology is not really there, though. There is the believability issues. When you see that full screen video, you can tell it's not real. You can tell it's an avatar video. It's a little too perfect in some ways and a little imperfect in other ways, if you know what I mean. So the thing that we always recommend to people is that if you are going to make avatar videos, find the right application for those. Perhaps it's training videos, perhaps it's support videos, perhaps it's generic videos where you're not embarrassed by the fact that it's an avatar video. The thing that I always recommend to people is that if you do want to do an avatar video for every single person, is that going to perform better than an evergreen video that you edited and produced and put B-roll into it and music and testimonials and social proof that you use over and over and over again? Me personally, I would much prefer to get a visually produced video that's generic, that's not personalized to me, versus an avatar video that's just sort of a talking face that kind of looks imperfect. Another thing that we always recommend is the sandwich video, which is recording a super fast, personalized, real video in the flesh that maybe is just a couple of seconds. Hey, Darius, check out this video that I produced. Love to get your feedback on it. Takes about 6 seconds to record. It's personalized. You can say the person's name, and it works really well. And then it sort of playlists into the produced videos. Now, if you still are committed to doing avatar videos, this is the right video for you, because I am going to take you through the process, okay? The requirements to get this set up are, number one, you must have an account on Dubb Agent. There is a free trial, so you can try this with no credit card required. It is going to take AI credits because all of this is AI produced. And as most of us know now, anything that's AI related is GPU intensive, and it does require credits. Okay. So Dubb Agent is the first requirement. The second requirement is an account on HeyGen. We have partnered with HeyGen. We have a very deep integration into HeyGen so that you can use an AI agent to basically do everything for your avatar videos, from creating the avatar picture to cloning the voice or using an off-the-shelf library voice, to writing your script, to producing the video, to uploading the video onto an instantly generating landing page that you can then share across any platforms, or even uploading it to YouTube or social channels or any other channel that you would like. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so if you notice here, I am inside of the Dubb agent, ai.dubb.com. And what I did here was I went to integrations. That's the first requirement. The first thing that you want to do is just go ahead and go to the search engine on below, and you are going to see HeyGen as an option. If you notice here, it's connected. Go ahead and connect your account. This is going to require an API key. So the next thing you can do is just go ahead and go to the new chat and say, hey, I want to connect my HeyGen account here. How do I do that? It's going to tell you everything that you need to do. Just have another tab open with that integrations page open so that you can copy and paste. It's going to give you the link to find your API key. That's your secret key that allows you to connect the two platforms. It's very easy to do. If you guys ever need support, we are available every single business day, 10 a.m. Pacific, dubb.com/T. That is where we meet in these live Zoom trainings. So if you need support, come on in and we will help you. We are not going to leave you high and dry. We got you. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is to get that integration. The second thing that you're going to want to do is to build, the second thing that you're going to do is to activate the skill. So if you go into the skills section on this page, you are going to notice there's a skill for avatar video generator. Make sure you turn this skill on. When you turn this skill on, it is going to power up your Dubb agent account, and it is going to help you do this from soup to nuts, from A to Z. Okay, it's going to be a really good experience. The next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and start to put your query in. Okay, now your query is basically about how you want to do your avatar video. So let me go ahead and pull up my conversation. So this was my conversation. Make me an avatar video. Here's my photo and here's my voice. It's that easy. Just upload a picture of yourself. This is assuming you want to clone yourself. Now, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how you can select an avatar from the library or even create your own, which is my favorite thing to do. Okay. So in this case, what we did was we used our good friend Rob, and we had an image of Rob. And you'll notice this was the image that we used of Rob. And then, of course, we uploaded a voice file as well. What did we use to record our voice? We kept it very simple. We just grabbed our phone. We used the voice notes. We kept the phone really close to our mouth, about a hang loose away, like 6 inches. And then we just recorded a voice sample, just saying a couple of sentences. It's that easy, my friends. If you have a more pro setup with a microphone like this, a USB mic on your computer, a studio setup, whatever, but your phone microphone, assuming it's a modern phone, close to your face without a lot of background noise, and make sure that the gardener's not there, the vacuum's not on, or traffic or something. Make sure you're in an enclosed environment. People even go to closets or their car to sort of emulate a sound booth. We totally recommend that. If your environment is loud, find yourself a nice quiet environment. A closet, a car works great. Record your audio sample onto your phone, a couple of sentences, use some intonation, speak with passion, have varying different emotions in that voice recording so that it can capture and clone various emotions. You don't want that audio to be monotone, because then your whole video is going to be monotone. You want it to have dynamics where you speak really intently with passion like this, quietly, and then you really emphasize a point. That's going to give you that large range of human dynamics with respect to your expression to make your audio more interesting, because we don't want this to sound like a boring robot, like one of those monotone robots. We don't want that. Or or the teacher from Ferris Bueller's? Anyone? Anyone? We don't want that monotone. Express yourself, use your passion, have a little fun with this, okay? So what we did then was we asked Dubb Agent to write us a script. It's trained to do that, to take our image and to take our voice and to go ahead and create an avatar video. So our first version of our avatar video looks like this.
Hi, this is Rob. I've loved movies for a really long time, and TV shows, and I'd love to illustrate. I like comic book style illustrations, funny drawings, ink, pencil.
So we didn't love it. It was a little flat, a little monotone. We made some adjustments. We asked the agent to go ahead and make adjustments. We said, hey, don't be so smiley. It's a little awkward, right? Don't smile so much, right? So then we changed the grin a little bit, and then we had our version 2.0.
Hi, this is Rob. I've loved movies for a really long time, and TV shows, and I'd love to illustrate.
We liked it. You know, we started to get a little bit of that disbelievability where it looked a little avatarish, it looked a little monotone. And then we said, you know what? Hold on a second. Maybe we should start focusing on more screen videos, right? What if we take this avatar and we say, we want to put this on a screen. We want it to be the person's LinkedIn profile or a book that they wrote or a real estate profile. The sky is the limit in terms of what this can be. The reason why we chose to do this is because we don't want to put so much emphasis on their face, because then the eyeballs just sort of gravitate and find all the imperfections. We wanted to make something a little bit more visual, where the avatar becomes a little bit more innocuous onto the frame. You know, it's a little bit more benign. It's a little bit more believable. It's like less emphasis on the face and more emphasis on the story, on the expression, on the content, on the delivery, and on the visuals. It's sort of like, you know, someone has a really nice suit on and then a big pasta stain on the shirt. The only thing that you're going to notice is the pasta stain. You're not going to notice the really nice suit that they're wearing. It's the same idea here. We don't want to put so much emphasis on something that we know is imperfect, unfortunately, at least for now, okay? So then we started to say, well, you know what? What if we start to go ahead and do screen videos? And this was a little bit of a funny failure that we did. We had to make a quick upgrade here where we said, hey, listen, don't put the URL in there. Put the actual website. So we went through a couple of conversation points. You know, we made the mistake so that you do not have to. And then sure enough, we input a screenshot of what we wanted to have as the background video. And then Dubb Agent constructed all of this using our avatar video with that personalized voice. It can say the person's first name, my friends. If you want to go sell someone on something visual and you want to have an avatar saying their first name, something specific to their business, this is absolutely what you are looking for right here. You can put a screenshot in just like this. You can ask it to even take a screenshot of a website. Hey, do me a favor, go to their website, take a screenshot of their website, go to their LinkedIn, take a screenshot of that, grab a screen grab. And the funny little background tech that it does is it creates a headless browser. There's a little fun fact for you. That's the technology on the back end. So for you horror fanatics, this is your chance to make headless browsers. That is the exact technology that it's doing.
I'm all in.
Rob's all in. This is the browser screenshot with the avatar video. It's here. It's all possible now. It's not very difficult to do. You got to just use the Dubb Agent to chat it up. I continued the conversation. I said, do me a favor. Now I want to make my own avatar. I was like, we love Rob. Rob's handsome. He's a great performer. He's a great figure. But hey, you know what? We want some assistance, right? So what we started to do then, we started to look at the existing library that we had. We weren't sold on those. So then Nady from our team decided to create this avatar. This avatar was made completely and totally inside of Dubb Agent. This is a fabricated individual completely based on our requests. Tan skin, shoulder length brown hair, large olive eyes, small nose, oval face, so on and so forth. And long behold, here we have our avatar, okay? The future is now, my friends. The future is now. Dubb Agent created this avatar exactly to our liking. This is our employee. She is our partner now. She is our avatar partner. No one else can use this. No one else is going to see this avatar anywhere else on the internet because we created her, okay? Weird Science, remember the movie? We're there now, okay? So now what we did was we said, we did a couple of tweaks and we said, amazing, now make a talking avatar. And then sure enough, Dubb Agent
Hi,
produces.
Darius. Are you interested in getting 10 meetings?
And then if you notice here, that was our full-size image. And then that image then converted into this screen video. So take a look at this.
Hi, Darius. Are you interested in getting 10 meetings per month with high-quality prospects? I was on your website here and I realized there's a synergy. We help companies grow their sales through targeted outreach and appointed setting, and only make money if you do. Thanks, Anna.
Right.
Hi, Darius.
So that's our video. That's our Anna video. That's Anna. We created Anna, a talking voice. We chose a voice out of the library, that female voice, comforting, empathetic. We liked it. We chose it. It was a perfect match. We really liked the outcome of this. I personally like, Rob knows the term. Rob says it best. Rob, what was the term that we coined? What are these called, Rob?
Avatar screen videos.
These are called avatar screen videos, and these are the formats that we love the best. Can you do an avatar video full screen? You absolutely can. And that is your prerogative if that's what you want to do. But it's as easy to do an avatar screen video if you just want to take any type of a screenshot, which can be your company branding, their company branding, a slide, like a slide, right? A photo, a real estate property profile. The sky's the limit. It doesn't take much more time to make this a screen video versus an avatar video. So you get to choose, do you want an avatar video or an avatar screen video? Okay. What I then proceeded to do was I decided to do a real estate example, and I wanted to pitch a real estate. So then I said, do me a favor, go take this video and put it on top of a real estate profile. And then,
hi there.
And then sure enough, if you notice here, it created a video on top of this. Now I might, if I were to go back into this, I would probably ask for it to put on the top left instead of the bottom left, just so that we're not blocking the address. But this is a great video. Check this out.
I wanted to show you this wonderful home at 9801 Belmar Avenue in Northridge. It's a spacious single story with 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and over 4,000 square feet on a generous.
Interesting, right? Side note, childhood home. I think my parents bought it for $160K. The success goes on. Here's another example.
Hi, Darius. Are you interested in?
We started to tweak the script a little bit. It became really interesting. We were so pleased with this outcome. We exported it. And then, of course, the next step is to ask the Dubb agent to upload this into your Dubb account to create you an instant landing page. Folks, I don't know if you guys know this, but we're really always proud to share this feature. Any video on the Dubb platform can be uploaded to your YouTube account. So you just connect your YouTube account right here and you can upload this video right to YouTube. So imagine powering up an entire YouTube channel just like this. You can do it as shorts. You can do it as a long form video. There's other ways with other technology using repurpose.io where you can take your YouTube videos and then repurpose them onto other channels, all via scheduling like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, so on and so forth. Folks, the future is now. If you want to create avatar videos, check out ai.dubb.com. Just do me a favor, turn that skill on, add your integration to HeyGen, and start prompting. Give it the image that you want of yourself. If you want to generate an avatar, you can ask it to generate an avatar image of you. You can clone your voice by uploading a voice sample. That's an audio file, or you can choose a voice out of the library. If this content resonates with you, if this tutorial resonated with you guys, please put a 1 in the comments. It really pumps us up to get your feedback. We love to know that you guys are listening and watching so that we can go and create more videos like this one.
Awesome. Thanks, Ruben. I got to run. I'll see you guys. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you, Darius. Ruben, anything else before we head out, or anything you wanted to cover?
Yeah. There was a question in here.
Sophia, I think, had a question towards the end. Yeah, let me turn our mic on. If Sophia, if you can hear us okay, you can go ahead and unmute. I think you had a question on the avatar stuff.
Yes, I did, but then I said, well, I'll watch and see what I find out. So what you explained was perfect. It shows exactly what I was looking to do, is how could I clone myself in order to make those videos, and without having to always make sure I'm dressed and all that other fun stuff. So yeah,
That's fair.
perfect. Thank you very much.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah. I would recommend that you, Sophia, you're a really good candidate for all of this because the things that you're asking for is sort of like it's a really good alignment here. I'm noticing because things that you're asking for are the things that we've just been so passionate, and we'd love to support you. So this is exciting, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you much for creating this.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got a great profile picture. You've got a great voice. You've got a great story to tell. We'd love to support you here.
Thank you.
And Rich had a question, Ruben. If the video is evergreen, does it use tokens each time it's played?
Okay, so a couple of notes here. Number one is that the answer is no. You do not use tokens every time a video is played. Those videos are stored in your Dubb Studio. We do not charge for views on Dubb Studio. It's unlimited views on Dubb Studio. We encourage you guys to get videos because that's how you're going to get results. So yeah, there's no credits used for playing. There's credits used for generation of the image, generation of the voice, generation of the video. You know, one thing I might tack on to that last video. Let me tack on one thing because I should be transparent about the billing here, about the pricing. Let me tack on this one piece to that last video. In fact, I apologize. Now, you guys might be wondering, how much do these videos cost to generate? Now, video generation is all based on AI tokens, so it really depends on how long the video is, how many edits of the video that you made, what type of voice did you use, is it a high quality production or is it a lower quality production? I would say the average cost of these videos is anywhere from $1 to $3 per video. So if you're okay with that and if that budget works for you, then I would encourage you to go ahead and scale this effort up. If you don't want to spend that much money per video, I totally understand that. It just means you got to just get ready to click record. You can batch record. You can find times in your schedule to record, and sort of figure out what works for you. Yeah, I'll add that note.
Cool. Rich, anything else on that?
No, that just answered it. I was thinking training videos, they would not be personalized. Obviously, if you're sending out a personalized one for each house, that would be
Yeah.
a generation thing. But I just was wondering if they were sending the video out through the AI agent as part of a flow.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You know, would it be but the video would be pull up from Dubb Studio, so that would be
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. If you have, and then when you say training videos, what would the visuals be?
well, say I wanted to do an avatar and the avatar is showing a client, you know, here's your proper seller property disclosure statement. And it would walk them through that thing, you know, that form, you know, so that they could reference if they have questions about that over and over about, you know, how to do, you know, each seller. Here's your property disclosure statement. This is what it covers.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely doable.
Ruben, looks like we got one more question before we head out. Mark Swanson, on the birthdays, anniversaries, are they personalized or general? Probably depends on the automation, right, Ruben?
Yeah. Wow. What an opportunity. Okay. So let me make this specific for you. So this was for Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Mark, remind me what CRM you use?
Dubb CRM, and it relates back to the, sending the birthday cards and anniversary cards that you could connect your uh, dates within the CRM, put it in the Dubb AI. But are you bringing the whole contact in so it has the names, or because if you just bring the dates, there wouldn't be any names. So I wouldn't. Are you going to be say "Happy Birthday, Ruben," or is it "Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday"?
Well, we're always about personalization, so definitely personalization. Happy birthday, Ruben.
So how do you do that? Do you when you bring your information from the Dubb CRM, are you just dropping all your contacts right in there, or?
Okay, this is a great question. Okay, so here's my question for you. You mentioned printing or cards. Explain that.
No, sending a animated, well, I don't know, sending birthday cards automatically.
And when you say
Uh,
cards, you mean like physical
Birthday
mail?
cards, anniversary, hey, great that you bought your house. This is your,
So like
10 years ago.
like in the mail, a card in the mail.
No, I was under the impression it was being sent, via email
An email.
or,
Okay, great. Not a card, an
yeah.
email. Perfect. So this is all doable. So this is what I would do. Okay, and then so let me ask you a quick question. Do you have these birthdays already in your CRM, or do you have them in a spreadsheet, or do you have them saved somewhere?
Particularly in my wife's database,
Okay.
the purchase price or the close dates of their uh, properties really we put in
Oh,
as
understood.
birthdays, but
Oh,
but
okay. So
yes,
it's like their home ownership anniversary.
yeah,
Perfect. Okay, so this is what I would do. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, I'm going to turn on the microphone here. Take this attachment and prepare it for an import into my CRM. I would like to append the home purchase date into each contact in my CRM so that I can have hyper personalized anniversary communication. This is probably the prompt that I would do. And then from your wife's database, I would paste that information here as a CSV file.
okay,
And then what it's going to do, it's going to append all of those dates into the
okay,
specific contacts as notes. Now, I will say that on the Dubb CRM, you can create a custom field to do this. The reason why I don't know if I'm going to recommend that at this stage is because what if you add birthdays and then anniversary days and then graduation days? I don't want you to get stuck in this custom field hell where you have to go and continue to create these custom fields because it's not a very challenging process, but it's not as easy as notes, you
right.
know? So that's why I just recommended that you use these as notes. In fact, what I would do is let me just augment this here as a note. And I'm going to copy this into the Zoom chat, or if you'd like to take a screenshot, you're welcome to do that. Are you on Windows or PC?
I'm on Apple.
If you do Shift Command 3, you'll get a screenshot. Shift Command 3. Did that work? Shift Command 3 all at the same time.
I use another keyboard, so okay.
Shift Command 3.
Yeah.
Did that work?
Okay.
You hear a
Yep.
sound. You hear a snapshot. Okay, so you've got a screenshot of this, so that's great. So the first thing I would do is add those as notes. That's step one. Then the second thing that I would do is, and this is a skill. Like if Nettie is still in the house, this is a perfect skill that we can start to build to make this process very easy. But I'm really glad that you asked. Okay, so the next thing that I would say is now I would say create I would give it a task to create a routine to check for anniversaries every day. And now this is one way to do it, where you're just scanning in there every single day. Create a routine to check for anniversaries every day and send a personalized email. Right? Attach a video if you want.
Yeah.
So that's another possibility. Another way to do this, and please come back and we can workshop this with you. Another way to do this is to create a one-time routine for each of the anniversaries. And now what that looks like is you have, if I go over here, I'll just show you what that looks like. Now I've got routines right here, and I've got these one-time routines. I'm trying to think how I can make this the most efficient for you. I don't want you to waste credits. I want you to be very efficient with your credits. So I sort of am gravitating to this idea of, number one, aggregate the anniversaries. Number two, import the anniversaries into my CRM as notes. Number three, create a one-time routine to send a personalized video email to each and every one of these folks. Number four is to notify me when this is done. So I think that would be my workflow on this. So I would say import, create a one-time routine, and then notify me. Or you know what you could do to be more efficient is just CC me. 2 steps. That's how to do this. This is how to do this in the easiest way. So all you need is a CSV file, ask Dubb to import it as notes, and then create a one-time routine for each anniversary, and to CC you on every single email. So in your inbox, you're going to see that email.
Hey,
That's exciting.
Ruben, does he need to put any kind of note in there for if a video is created in Dubb Studio that needs to be attached to the email?
Yes. Let me update that. To send this Dubb video. And then what I would do like that. And that way it's pulling that specific video. So Mark, do you want to create an avatar for this? Do you want to do an avatar video or do you want to do a personalized video? What would you, is that, help me understand?
I've kind of went, I learned my lesson on the HeyGen and things, and I thought I wanted to go down that route, and Darius and you kind of convinced me to go live or go home, so.
I mean, it's easier and it's cheaper, but if there's reasons, yeah.
I'll create I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's just at the different holidays, I usually dress up as like Santa Claus or the Pilgrims or something like that when I wish people happy Thanksgiving or Happy New Year or Happy Christmas. It's usually I'm Santa Claus,
No, that's really cool. I mean, if you don't want to do the costume, I mean, that sounds really fun. Do that. We love that. We're all about that. We're from LA. We love doing fun costume movie stuff like that. It brings us joy. If you don't want to do that, you can do a virtual background. You can do the virtual background behind you of something that's thematic, and you can record it, and then just record those videos into your account, and see what happens. Don't give up on the HeyGen thing. If you do want to have that as an option, I would just say do the avatar screen video where it's it's not just so much emphasis on the face, it's more on the content.
Right. That's like I did a Easter one, a Christmas one, but I pulled in a snowy night with the moon with Santa going across the moon as a background, and of course I'm in my Santa suit, wishing you happy birthday or Merry Christmas.
Yeah. That's really cool. I mean,
hope you need a truck to deliver my present. I don't know.
See, Mark, what you just did was very interesting because we're all about ease. We want to make it easier. So, and then I said, yeah, just grab a quick video and just record it. Just grab your phone. And then you said you're going to set up with a production and a costume, and I was like, uh-oh, you know what? That sounds awesome, but that's not easier now. So now I'm like, uh-oh, should we recommend that you do avatar videos because that's easier than getting the Santa costume in August? That's up to you. We're here to support you. Whatever you want, we will help you to do.
Yeah.
That's what's
I
cool
know.
here. You know
guys
what
are
your
great.
arsenal is, and we will support you. And you do what is easier for you. That is,
All right.
Rich, could you please unmute?
He's unmuted.
I'm
You're on
unmute.
unmute.
You hear me?
He's there.
Yes.
So you just brought up a question that I had.
Yes.
So like in my workflow, the first thing with the first email, they get an evergreen video and of course the content. Does the avatar creation have the ability to do like when Rob holds up his phone and it says, "Hi, John," or whatever? And this would be just for a first video. I can't start my workflow till I've done that myself. But does the agent have the ability to use the avatar that looks like me holding up a phone and then pull from the client's first name within the Dubb CRM? I have CRM Pro Plus.
Got it.
To be able to fill the field on the phone to create that avatar so that the email can go out just automatically in the workflow, because now you've got it saying, "Hey, Susan," and then it go into the video when they click on it.
Yeah, that's what an interesting question. Let me think about that.
Well, we know the test now when I get to the office later today.
Well, here's
just hold up the phone. There we go.
Here's kind of like my problem with this. Do I have a phone here? So let's just say that this is my phone here. So if I were to do this in real life, I would say, "Hey Rich, how you doing? It's Ruben." It would look like this, right? I'd have your name on here and it would have that cool sort of personalization, right? If we ask the AI avatar to move, hand movement is like kind of the worst on HeyGen. It's not set up for that. It gets really weird. It's a lot of this, It's a lot of the like.
So bad.
It's
so bad.
It's really bad. So I'm gonna say it's not worth it. I'm gonna say it's not worth the time. It's just gonna be a pain in the butt. You're not gonna like the outcome, and it's gonna look this awkward arm movement. I don't love it. What I do love is Rob. Avatar.
Yo, you love avatar screen videos.
That's what we love. We love avatar screen videos, and I don't want to sugarcoat this. I want to say the reason why we love avatar screen videos is because it obfuscates the imperfections of the avatar video, and there's an emphasis that's placed on the screen. That is the most direct way that I can say this. HeyGen is not going to say that because they want to sell their avatar stuff. We like HeyGen, they're our friends, but I just personally like a virtual background, a holiday theme, it's a Christmas theme, it's a birthday image, it's the person's website. It's the person's LinkedIn profile. It's something that's hyper personalized for the person. So Rich, you're on the right path. I would just say, instead of trying to emulate that phone with the moving arms, that's going to look awkward. Just put a nice, ask Dubb agent to create a nice image of that person. Maybe their website, maybe their picture, maybe it just says "Hi Rich" in text. That's totally okay. It's just a white slide that says "Hi Rich." That's totally possible. You just have to have Dubb agent do that for you. So what I would do, anyone that's interested in HeyGen at this stage, here are the requirements. Number one, go to HeyGen, start with a free account. I think you get some free credits. Okay. Maybe the $20 plan, or is it 20? Is it 19 or 29? I don't recall. I'll have to look at that in a moment. It's less than $30. That plan is going to get you a lot of what you need. Okay. Upload a nice picture of yourself into Dubb agent. Dubb agent can even augment that picture. So if you want to cut a person's face out, if you want to change the background, there's a lot of image production capabilities on that skill. So get that image to a place where you like it. Don't have a super smiley face on that. A nice, sort of pursed lips, a neutral, we call it a neutral portrait, something like this. It's a neutral. If you do the smile, it's going to look awkward. Okay. You're going to look like What's Joker's name in Batman?
Well,
Joker?
Jack Napier, but I mean,
You're gonna look like Jack Napier, right? So you don't want that. Just a nice neutral face, and then nice background. Make it perfect. You get to have this. You could tell it to make you look 10 years younger. It's all good. You get to do whatever you want. This is your avatar, okay? And then upload your voice. You can record it with your phone. That's the easiest way to do it. Bathroom, car, closet, nice little quiet environment, no lawnmowers. Remember, nice little 2 minutes audio recording. Upload that picture, upload that voice into Dubb Agent and say connect to my agent account. That's an absolute requirement. That's an integration. And then there's a little bit of a process. There's a skill that you're going to have to expound upon. We'll support you with that. And then it's going to clone yourself, and then you get your avatar, and now you can create any avatar video that you want. And then the next thing to do is to say, I want to make an avatar video, I want avatar screen video, and I want this to be the screen, which is, again, the background, the birthday, the holiday, the image, the person's name, whatever you want it to be. And then it's going to generate that avatar video for you. And then once you created it, that's when now it's going to learn what you want. So now you can create a custom skill, or if you want to create a memory, and that way it knows, it's learned what you want to do every single day. A little bit of setup time, but once you set it up, it's really easy. Like I could go, because I set it up in my account, I could go into my Dubb Agent account, and I could say in probably less than maybe 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, I could say create an avatar screen video of anything under the sun. Rich website, Greb's website, Mark's a property that Mark's looking to purchase. Sky's the limit. Happy anniversary, happy birthday. The North Pole with Santa's workshop behind me. Sky's the limit.
Cool. Ruben, we're pressing almost up to 1 o'clock, so a couple more minutes and we're gonna bounce out. Greg, avatar screen videos have a small thumbnail that's not easily scrutinized by the recipient. Great point, Greg. That's what you're talking about, Ruben.
That's literally what this all comes down to for me. If you have something that doesn't look perfect, you need to obfuscate that thing. And that's just what human beings do. We have to do that type of stuff. It's like buying a hat or a pair of sunglasses. You buy it because maybe you don't want to show your eyebrows, or maybe you want to having a bad hair day. It's one of those things where as human beings, we need to learn how to adapt. That's our AQ, our adaptability quotient. We need to adapt to the fact that avatar videos are imperfect.
Yep. Yeah, and there's ways around it, like you pointed out. It's about that. So
Yeah.
Ruben, what are those videos called?
I think they're called avatar screen videos.
No, very right.
The other thing that I would recommend is there's actually a brand thing here as well. Because if we just, we're very visual with our videos. We love to show our screens, because we're not just going to yap for 20 minutes. No one wants to see just a talking face. That's not visual. You can't learn from that. If you show someone how to do it, then they're really going to understand and internalize the content. So that's why we also like to have avatar screen videos.
That's perfect. Avatar screen videos. Avatar A screen SV.
ASVs.
ASVs. Doesn't sound as nice. Anybody have anything before we go? This is last call. We're coming up to 1 o'clock. Anybody? This is it. Last chance. Anyone going around the horn? Anyone going once? Ruben? Going twice? All right, everybody. That's thrice. Thanks for coming, everybody. Same time, same bat station tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. See you,
Avatar screen videos.
Avatar screen videos. See ya.